Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for episode 89 of the MeepleCore Podcast, a bi-weekly podcast about board games, video games, music, and nerd culture. I'm your host, Tim Jennette, the Metal Meeple, and I'm joined by my co-hosts,
Eric Ledford,
George Breden,
and we have a special guest on the show from our gaming group,
Cat Bell.
In this episode, we give you our first impressions for the board games Sorcerer, Cyclades, and One Deck Dungeon. Then we will lightly interview our guest about board games and other things, go through our top 5 obscure board games you haven't heard of, and much more. Alexa, ask a random question.
Here's a question for you. What is the sound you love the most?
My voice. The narcissism comes out.
It's that little hiss in the background of the podcast.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Yeah, when I finally edit all this down, you should not hear this, but there's a slight hum in our recording that will get killed out anyway, but it's very annoying to listen to.
It's going to drive Tim mad.
I know everybody else is like, I can't hear it. I'm like, I hear it.
It's in your head.
Loud and clear. I forgot to say, intern Alexa, ask us a question.
Actually, I'm best at answering questions.
Denied.
Okay.
You should have said random.
I thought we were getting a 2-for-1 on here, but we didn't. So, how's it going, Kat? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah, this should be pretty fun. You're the first female
Ooh.
on our episode, on our podcast.
Oh,
Not choice or anything. It's just because for a while there, we didn't have any, none of our spouses wanted to play games with us.
Oh. Well, I'm honored.
Except for Eric's wife, because she doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
No, I mean, she does, but.
Yeah.
Eric's wife is an amazing cook.
She is.
She does feed us quite a bit. That's very awesome. And yeah, she cooks a lot.
her name's Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa. We've talked about her before.
Yeah.
And just to let everybody know out in podcast world, I have on a Meeple's t-shirt. Thank you, my girl Sierra, for giving it to me. And I'm wearing it in honor of MeepleCore.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. I have a following reverse shirt on, which is like 30% of the time. So I literally have over 100 t-shirts. I have like 115 or so, and I own about 12 following reverse shirts. So it's very likely I wear those on the podcast. Anyway.
Nice.
Not that anybody's going to see those. Oh, they will on the videos of the games, but.
And I'm rocking the Swedish Chef.
Eric, what do you got? What do you got on?
Mr. BB-8.
He's got BB-8.
Yeah, Star Wars.
BB-8.
Cool.
Speaking of which, we'll get into that. Talking about Christmas break and everything, because this is the first episode of 2020, and we have not talked about Christmas. Anything cool happened during the holidays for you guys? Eric, let's start with you. What you been up to since the podcast last time?
Well, I guess Christmas happened. New Year's happened. Didn't do too much for New Year's. Kind of just chilled at home. Did stuff with the kids. But I did end up finishing up BioShock.
The first one?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's been out for 13 years, but finally got around to it.
Are you going to move on to number 2?
Yes. Either that or Infinite. I don't think they kind of coincide with each other. They're kind of similar in games.
I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure 2 is a direct sequel of 1.
Okay.
But Infinite's like its own thing.
Right. Yeah. And I already started Infinite, and it does feel a lot more different.
Yeah. Is it? Do you like it more or less than the board game?
It's a board game. Everything better than the board game. Board game sucks.
No, it doesn't. I like the board game one-on-one. The teams I did not like at all. I think that was I hate when games do this team thing where it's like, divide the components. No, you just did that so you could put 4 players on the box.
Yeah. Actually, it is what, BioShock Infinite, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The board game is.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it sucks.
I wonder how interesting it would be for you to play that all the way through and then go back and play the board game. Because then you would be like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Maybe you can appreciate it a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'll try it out after finishing up.
Okay, cool. I still have it. I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, not really. I played a couple other games just with Melissa, Pandemic Iberia, which is actually put Melissa out of Pandemic. Now it's time to get rid of all the pandemics. She's like, I'm just pandemiced out.
Except for Legacy. She has no choice.
Right. If we ever get back to it, sure.
Yeah.
Played Claustrophobia, Brass, Lancashire.
Oh, how's she like Claustrophobia? That's a pretty brutal game.
She actually ended up liking it. It's not something that she typically likes.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming she was the adventuring party.
She is. Yeah. She usually likes to play the good guys kind of thing.
Right.
The Redeemers or whoever they are again. But, actually it went pretty well. It's just a 2-player game, and it's, Claustrophobia is kind of adventuring type of game where you're getting different items and you're trying to, go through a certain scenario.
Have y'all played it?
I haven't played it, but aren't they? They're not good guys. They're like convicts.
Are they convicts?
I don't know the actual story, so I don't know.
Okay.
No, they're
I don't
fighting
either because I haven't actually played
I thought they were fighting like demons and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, okay, demons are worse, but I mean,
I'm not saying they're necessarily good, but they're probably better than the demons
It's like
they're fighting.
What do they break them out of jail and be like, to get your freedom, go kill the demons?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know you're fighting in enclosed spaces and stuff, like caves and stuff, right?
Right.
I've heard it's very good.
Yeah, I like
Never
that.
had the opportunity.
We only played through the first scenario, but she wants to play through the other scenarios that are in the book.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else you want to add?
No, that's about it.
All right, George, what about you then?
Every year, my friends at Epic Loot Games, sponsors of the show.
Thanks, guys.
I didn't even know this. This is great. You can sign the check too.
Yeah, please. They have a Christmas, New Year's bash with lots of gaming. And so this year it was about 5 days. And Kat and I
5
went.
days of gaming?
5 days of gaming. Oh, yeah.
Man.
We go
That's
hang
like
out.
a convention.
Yeah, and it's funny you were talking about BioShock. One of the guys, Michael, he worked on that game. He's comes up from Boston and joins us. So it's just a mini convention of guys hanging out, playing board games and having a good time and watching movies. And Kat has been coming for the last couple of years now.
5 years.
Where do you go to do it?
It's in Dayton.
Did you say you rent a cabin?
No. It's just,
okay.
No, just our buddy's place.
I just totally added that in, but that would be cool.
That would be cool.
I know some people that do that is they rent a cabin and then they just take a bunch of games and they isolate themselves from technology, which is a stupid idea, but then they play a bunch of games.
That's awesome.
Now we have the technology going too, because there's movies playing and stuff as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can take a little break and
there's just all kinds of things to do, but,
We even played the Alexa game.
Oh, Hey Robot.
Hey Robot.
Oh,
we
Hey
did.
Robot. Yeah, that was fun.
That's a good one. Yeah. We played a bunch of games. Some of the games we played Letter Jam. We played Wavelength, Detective City of Angels. Fantastic. Blind Spot.
I haven't played that one.
Yeah, it's a little word game where you put discs out and cover up letters in a grid of letters. So you're trying to find words in this grid, but you have to cover up one of the letters in the word as you make the word.
Huh.
So if your word is, BAVD, you cover up the V and it's like
That
bad.
doesn't make a word.
No, but you cover the V. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh,
and then,
gotcha.
and then in future turns, because you covered it with your color, you can make words that go over that spot, but other people can't.
Gotcha.
It's very clever.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So that one, Taverns of Tevental.
Oh, how is that? Because that's like the successor, or at least people are saying it's his next design from Quacks at Quedlinburg.
Yeah, I didn't see the resemblance really. I mean, it's a deck builder.
Oh, okay.
And it's a push your luck kind of thing. That's the only resemblance that I can see, because you're pulling out cards that are people coming into your tavern, and once you fill up your tables, you're done. So it's just sort of who shows up today to come to the tavern, and then you get the opportunity to serve them and use dice to do that, and then you get points. It's a very clever game. I enjoyed it.
That's cool.
I'd like to play it some more. I'm a little concerned that there might be some strategies that are overpowered.
Eric will find him.
That's right.
Exploit them.
Then we'll both be doing the same one.
Yeah.
So we played that. We played Ecos, the First Continent, which I thought was quite good.
Oh, is this a WizKids game or something, or AEG? I can't remember
I
which
can't
one.
remember either, but it's basically animal bingo
Oh,
or
you didn't like
environment
it?
bingo. No, I did like it, but there's so much random to it if you don't get what you need. I felt I could mitigate it and I still enjoyed it, but I can see where you could get entirely hosed.
Like,
and
is it bingo
would
like
be a very
Rise of
negative
Augustus
experience.
type of game?
It is very much so.
Okay.
But there's more to it than that, because there's cards that you can acquire in various ways, and you decide when to play them or not really decide, but you determine how they come out based on other symbols that you've acquired during the game. And there's more going on than Rise of Augustus.
Okay.
Yeah. But Kat played that one and had the opposite reaction. She was the one getting hosed.
Aw.
Ugh.
Yeah. Not a fan. Yeah.
Fun.
Game sucks.
I'm kind of lukewarm on it. It could go either way.
Okay.
I would definitely play it again. So there was that one. That was another new one. Hey Robot. We played Runestones.
Nice.
Really enjoyed that one. And we played Ganz Schön Clever. That's pretty clever.
Okay.
The dice game.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That one was good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Fast Sloths. We played that.
No such thing.
That's right. In fact, they have to catch rides on other animals to move around the board. So it's a pick up and deliver where you're delivering yourself as a sloth.
Not to interrupt, but Kat pointed out I had a sloth cup, a mug. It actually came with a things I don't want to do list. like a pad that you can write. It's like things I don't want to do.
Things I am too slow to do.
It's instead of like things to do.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm all about sloths.
We played Wingspan with the European Birds expansion.
Cool.
And didn't add a whole lot, honestly.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it's still great. I love that game. And then, it did add European birds. So it's just nice having different birds, but their powers aren't
But
that
no
different.
new mechanic to it.
Just a few.
Okay.
Not enough to make the game vastly different at all.
Gotcha.
But I gotta say, this is my third time playing that game, and every single time I played it, I enjoy it more and more. And I had the best of time playing it during New Year's.
I think I feel the same way about it. It's my 18th time, and I
18th. Wow.
I like it more and more too. Yeah.
Elizabeth Hartgrave, the designer, has a new game coming out. It's like butterflies and stuff.
Yeah, Mariposas.
Yes. There you go.
It won't be as good, I'm predicting. But
Surely
I could be
not.
wrong.
Because it's not animals and it's insects?
They are animals.
Well, whatever.
They're not as attractive as birds, maybe? I don't know.
Oh.
I guess the mechanics of it don't.
I was pointing a
look as appealing.
toy gun at a butterfly once when I was little, and it bit my hand.
No.
I did something and it hurt. So you know what?
No.
Now wait a minute.
That's
There's
false.
Butterflies.
There's butterflies,
Fake
and
news.
then there's moths.
It was
Yeah.
bright orange.
And neither of them could bite you.
Whatever. It bit me.
Okay.
I think they have this,
I remember my childhood.
that was a wasp.
right. Or a bee.
I mean, I thought it was a butterfly.
Okay.
I killed it.
And you've been afraid of butterflies ever since.
Yeah. Well, not really, but
Mariposa phobia. Yeah. Okay, so we played that anyway. We played Welcome to.
Okay.
was that pretty good?
It's really good.
Oh, Eric, sorry.
Did you play it?
I was
don't think
I was gonna
there
buy that, but then I picked up Patchwork Doodle. Mistakes were made.
Yeah, probably, because that is good.
Patchwork Doodle was like, oh, that was fun. I could never play this game and be happy.
Well,
I just like linear.
well, I mean, this is too. You flip cards and then you make some decisions and fill out a paper and get points. But I mean, what you do with those,
Yeah, there's so many.
Numbers.
And the decision process in doing that.
there's a
is-
lot more to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice. We played Medium,
Like the real way or like the actual game or
No.
like the fake game?
the fake game.
Did you know you win as a team? Mind blown.
What?
I bought the game and I read through the rules, and what it is whatever person, you count up the piles of victory points, but when you get victory points, you put them in between you. So if me and you do a word, it goes between us. You win as a team because you want to cooperate with the people next to you.
That makes sense.
It's whatever team has the highest points wins.
Yeah, so you're not just trying to sink somebody just because
Yeah.
they're doing well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I never actually demoed it at Gen Con, but I mean, it doesn't seem like that was part of the rules ever. And then I bought the game and read the rule book and I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, no, there's also cards that have powers on them.
Well, there's 2 different ones and there's like 5 copies of each, 6 copies of each. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the small expansion that has another.
Cool.
Not the full experience, but still fun.
Yeah.
And then the last one we played was Top Secret Spies, which is the same as Heimlich and Company. And we played it 2 different ways. And there's one way where you just play it normally.
And then you had a traitor.
Which made it way
we
better.
should.
Yeah.
We always add traders. I don't know how we missed that, but there's another way where you play with these cards and the cards have special abilities on them. And that made the game take forever. I did not like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, boo.
Don't recommend. But that was it. It was a good
Cool.
session.
Anything else during the break or anything? Or
Oh, we watched lots of movies and stuff.
that's cool.
Oh, we watched a movie. I have to say, this movie is called Roar, and it's the most dangerous movie ever made. And it was during the 70s, where this I can't remember the guy's name. Do you remember his name?
Like dangerous, like
He was
the Purge.
Melanie Griffith's father.
Yes, and her mother is Tippi Hedren.
Yes.
And she was in The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, right? So they're, pretty well known. And they decided that they were going to have a movie where they just got 150 big cats, untrained, put them in this enclosure, and had the actors come in and shoot a movie.
Wow.
And every single day people were taken to the hospital, like you would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a miracle no one was killed. But you cannot take your eyes away from this train wreck of a movie because the actors are clearly afraid. and
Wow.
This sounds like the dumbest idea ever.
it is. It could never happen these days. The 70s were a crazy time with no litigation, apparently.
Dude, I got such a great idea.
Yeah.
I just smoked a big one. It just came to me.
I don't know about that, if that was involved. But the idea was to show that people could live with big cats and then people would.
Yeah, if you take away all the violence that happened outside of it.
Yeah, but the cats, you put all these lions in the same space and they're territorial and they were just fighting each other constantly in the background.
But there wasn't just lions. There was lions and panthers and tigers.
Oh,
and
my.
Oh, yeah. It was insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah. Melanie Griffith had her face clawed and had to get facial reconstructive surgery.
And this was
filming.
when she was a teenager.
Who signs on for that? Well, that's probably why. Just starting out. Yeah, I'll do that. It's better than being nude.
Well, her dad was the director, and he was also the main actor or character in
their
the
whole
film.
family.
And he forced his
Forced
entire
labor.
family to do it.
It's amazing.
What
And
a dumb movie.
if you ever get the chance to watch it, you cannot take your eyes away from it.
It's captive. It's dumb and it's dangerous, but it's captivating at the same time.
Yeah, because it's just interesting to watch all these.
If you take away
animals.
that part, is the movie good at all?
No.
No.
It doesn't make any sense. Are they just kind of talking?
Well-
it kind of backfires on them because their way of trying to kind of promote having big cats and being activists for them, it backfired big time.
Yeah,
It just proved the opposite.
Yeah, if
I
you
don't wanna
are
live
around
with-
big cats, you're going to be hurt,
Right.
basically. Yeah.
Well, got what they deserve. I mean, other than the people who are forced,
Yeah.
I don't care, dude. It might different times, different family, but I'd be like, no, I'll disown all of you. I like my family. It's not me being mean to them. So
Yeah. No, highly recommend it if you get a chance to find that one. There's a documentary about the making of Roar, and that's really fascinating as well. They talk about how insane this was.
the documentary sounds way cooler than the movie.
You get to see a lot of the movie in the documentary. So yeah, you might as well just watch that.
But the documentary also focuses a lot on the injuries where the movie doesn't.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Obviously.
Well, yeah, because they don't. You can live just with any kind of big cat claw. I'll just cut that part out.
Yeah.
Well, so Christmas break was pretty fun. We went on vacation actually to Cincinnati. We wanted to test taking the little ones somewhere, so we went basically to where George lives.
Yeah.
And we actually stayed in the hotel right next to the convention center.
Oh, nice. Did you go to the lights at the zoo?
No, we didn't go to that, but we went to the Union Station Museum thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to a bunch of the museums within that.
Oh, that's nice. And they have the Omnimax and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, but I tell you, you should try the lights next time.
The lights?
Because George and I did that last year, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it's
Well,
beautiful.
we had way more things planned, but here's what happened. We left really late one day, or on Thursday after Christmas. We got up there. The hotel was garbage. It was Hawthorne Suites or whatever. And they had really good reviews, but they just changed ownership within like 3 or 4 weeks. And so like the guy they're from India and they hired all their family and stuff, and nothing wrong with that. That's fine. The problem is he hired everybody in his family. Well, this is according to the worker we were talking to, and like none of them were trained and half of them didn't like understand like hospitality. And so they weren't wearing hairnets and stuff like that when they were doing anything. So our sheets had like hair all over it. I'm okay. Like if I don't know about you guys, if I check into a hotel and there's like 1 or 2 hairs, I'm like, I'll just pick them off and throw them in the trash. Wash my hands, done. Right? Rachel's like, nope. And I'm like, I agree. Or she's normally like, nope. And I'm like, well, let's talk about this. In this case, it's like a black dog just laid on the bed and there's all these inch-long hairs all over it, like 30 or 40 of them. It's like, that's ridiculous. And then on the way out to go tell the front desk, there's a plate of food in the microwave that had been there clearly for like weeks.
Oh.
I'm like, what are you all doing?
That's terrible.
So we went downstairs and like, look, just give us another room. All right, cool. We go up to the other room. The sheets are the same thing. We call down there. They bring up brand new sheets, fold it and everything, unfold them in front of our eyes, and hair is just falling everywhere. I was like, did y'all hire gorillas? Like, I mean, who sheds this much, honestly? I swear I'm not racist towards this. I just want to clarify this.
That did sound a little sketchy.
Well, only
Maybe
because
there
I
was
preferenced who they were beforehand.
Maybe there was like a dog show.
The main thing is
at that.
All right.
The main thing is I think their health code requires them to wear hairnets, and none of them were doing so. So, like, whatever. So they went back into the room and were like, in the actual laundry room and looking through them, and it's like hair. I'm like, we're out. This is dumb.
Yeah. Did you get a refund?
Yeah, we got all our money paid
Okay.
back and stuff.
Man.
And which is like, everyone there is super nice, but it's, I mean,
Yeah, it's just a normal.
You didn't even have to bring a
I don't-
blacklight with you for this one.
yeah, I'm not going to sleep. So the really
your
bad
hair.
thing about it is we went to, so we called a hotel that was close, which happens to be live-in by the convention center, which is where I guess you all stayed for Sin City Con, right?
Right.
That place is awesome. Like, it's swanky looking and everything, and it's super cheap. I was like, why did we do this in the first place? Because I know why. We'll get to that punchline. So we went upstairs. They're like, well, we can do the executive suite because we really needed a kitchenette. And they had one in the executive suite. It was $99 a night, which was the same we were going to pay at the other place, which is pretty cheap, right? So we went up there. Here's the problem. This was one giant studio room. They had no 2-bedroom stuff. The other place was like a 2-bedroom suite. And we have kids that go to bed at like 7:30 and 8.
Yeah. So now you have to go to bed at 7:30.
Yeah. So our baby would sit in the pack and play, and he would poke up and he's like, "Meh!" And he just like looks at us. We're like, everybody's like, act like you're asleep. And, yeah, after 2 nights of that, we're like, nope. And we cut the trip short a couple days. So we didn't do a lot. The whole point of this was a test anyway. And we learned things. We learned that we must have 2 bedrooms.
Yes.
No matter the cost, like no matter what.
So are you going to stick in Louisville and maybe go to the Louisville Zoo and see what we got going on there? I heard there's a sloth exhibit that's about to be opened in the spring.
We have like, was it yearly pass for the zoo?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we have that. We have like a family pass for it.
Oh.
Well, anyway, we went to the museums and stuff. That was pretty cool. And everything.
That's good.
During this, I took like a 9-day vacation, basically. Some of those days we had off for Christmas and New Year's and weekends, but I took off like 4 or 5 other days. And during that time, I actually watched stuff. I started The Witcher. So I watched.
I was going to kind of roll back on that. I was like, oh, I remembered. I watched something.
Yeah. Did you watch the whole season?
I did.
I only watched the first 4 episodes.
Okay.
The first episode, I was like, I don't know about this. Then the sword fight happened. I'm like, this is pretty dope. And then the other episodes got pretty good. I think the acting, though, is kind of meh in a lot of cases.
Well, I heard he kind of acts like he did in the games. Like,
no. The Witcher is fine. What I'm saying is,
the other people.
An entire army is coming to destroy you all, and you're kind of like, this is really bad. I think we'll kill ourselves. It's like, yeah, you all would panic a little bit more, show some like, oh crap moments, like it's just like everybody is we're actors on a stage and this is bad. So we're going to do this thing.
Yeah.
But that was mostly in the first episode. I think as people ramped into their characters and stuff, it got way better. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know. What do you think about it? No spoilers because I haven't seen the whole thing, but
sure. Overall, I think, I did end up liking it a lot. A few times I got kind of confused. It was like, because we didn't watch it on one sitting or anything. It was over like a week or 2. So sometimes it was a day or so that went by before we went to the next episode. And then the next episode would start and I'd be like, did I miss something? Yeah. But sometimes it was a little confusing, but overall I liked it.
Yeah. It's not bad so far for me. I played the first game. I played some of the third game, but I can't really compare it. I don't know if the story has anything to do with it. I don't know if it's his own thing or what.
Oh, really? Okay. I did hear.
But it's been many years since I played them.
Yeah.
Or the first one, at least. It's, late 90s or something? I don't know when the first one came out. It's really, really long time ago.
The novels have been out for quite a while. I only got halfway through one of them and then I stopped.
I didn't even know they were novels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're Polish novels.
Oh, okay.
So I heard that there's more people playing Witcher 3 right now than at release.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense why everybody's trying to buy the board game then, which I
Right.
conveniently traded off.
Ah.
Well, anyway.
Well, speaking of obscure board games, that one, it was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything great.
Well,
It wasn't obscure, though. It just wasn't that great.
yeah.
I don't think any Fantasy Flight game you can consider obscure. Maybe like really, really early ones, but...
They had that board game on the computer as well. So maybe that's still out there. People might be able to find that.
Oh, yeah, they did make an iOS version of it, I believe, too.
Okay.
But they made the Witcher Adventure board game app version.
oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's not
Interesting.
terrible. It's just, it's kind of samey. And once you played it a few times, that's it.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I found
And I
it
think
at
that's like you
half
get...
price.
Did you really?
I did. It ended up being a new copy.
That's where I got mine.
Oh, there you go. Halfprice.com. No. Anyway, picked it up. It ended up being a new copy. I knew Melissa liked it quite a bit. She was interested in playing it. However, on eBay, it was going for like 130. I was like, oh, it's got to go.
Yep.
It's not supposed to be that good. So.
You bought it for her and didn't even let her play it? You sold it?
No, and with her permission.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like, oh, if it's 130, go ahead and get rid of it.
She could have half.
Yeah.
I don't think it was bad. It just wasn't anything great.
Right.
Although, if you're interested and you are a new person to The Witcher or you're really liking the show, we did review this game on the podcast on one of the episodes.
Oh.
So
It's going to be a while back.
that is, yeah. I want to Meeple. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? I can just go to the, well, let's just type it in. This is normally not what I like to do on the podcast. The Witcher.
Yeah, check out some of our older episodes.
Episode 16, The Witcher Adventure Game.
16.
Nice.
There's
What
a video-
year?
there is-
What date?
I don't know. Oh, January 6th, 2017.
That's right.
So, we talked about this back then and it's on YouTube. You can also check it out. It's episode 16. Well, anyway, other than that, for Christmas, I got a 3D printer. So, Eric,
You set it up?
not yet.
You going to make me stuff?
I got an awesome 3D printer. And
I'm going to have requests.
I got like
I'm going to have requests too.
5 spools of filament, whatever. I got like 5 spools of filament. And,
Mine's a shelf.
We'll buy you some more filament.
Yeah.
here's the only problem.
I
I
got
got the
filament.
3D printer and then I was like, I have nowhere to put it. So I had to
Oh.
clean my entire basement on the break and set up the new podcast location.
Yeah.
And I bought a bunch of stuff because I took a lot of our old band equipment we weren't using, took it up to Musical Round, which is a used music place here in town, and sold it for about $200. And then I turned around and dumped it because I asked Matt because most of it was his stuff. It's like, can I sell this stuff and then put it back into the podcast? He was like, sure. So I put it back in the podcast, got all new like mic stands, the ones that clip on have the scissor mount and some more pop filters for those, new headphones for everyone. So we all have the same headphone because I have OCD. And then, like a new table spandex cloth for the table and stuff. So if you watch
Coming soon.
yeah,
Watch this
coming
space.
soon, coming soon. If you watch the video versions of the show, obviously this part of the show is not in the video, just the games and the main topics and stuff. But if you're interested, check that out in a couple weeks when we do episode 90, because from there on, it's going to be all the new location stuff. Got a TV I'm going to mount in the background and kind of make the video versions a little bit better looking to see, although we are going to focus mostly on the podcast audio version. So
That's why we brought Kat.
Thanks, Kat.
Aw.
I did go see Rise of Skywalker.
Did you?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it good?
do I say anything? Because like if people
Well,
say they like it or don't
mean,
like it,
No, that's
No,
not going to be a
right.
spoiler. That's just your opinion.
it is
Right.
absolutely my favorite one of the 3 of the new ones.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Yeah, it is.
Interesting.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
I read a little bit about Carrie Fisher, and what they did with her was they took little clips of her in previous movies, and they kind of just put them all together so she could act out
Yeah.
her scene in it, so that way they didn't have to CGI her face.
Does it come off okay?
Okay, so now that you know that and you go watch the movie, you will realize that it happened that way and see some tricks they did to make it work. My friends that were with me didn't know any of that. And they're like, what? Really? I could not tell.
Oh, wow.
So let's just put it that way.
Okay.
But it was the nifty part about it is, in my perspective anyway, is that they actually asked Carrie Fisher's daughter to be a part of that. And so there's a part where it actually shows Carrie Fisher with her daughter side by side walking away. Yeah. And I thought that was really like a sentimental little
That's sweet,
tidbit.
Even cooler than that, and this is not really a spoiler because it's just like a flashback, but there's a part where her daughter plays Carrie Fisher during like a 5 or 6 second flashback. And it cause it's, it's almost like it's back to the original Star Wars movies. You're like, what? And they use
awesome.
Mark Hamill's face from like one of the previous episodes. And it's so cool.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know. I will say, look, I was hypercritical of the second movie. I enjoyed the first one a lot. I thought it was a very formulaic thing comparison to the New Hope, right? I felt The Force Awakens was very retelling of episode 4, like structurally.
Well, yeah.
I was like, are you trying to do new movies or just kind of retell the Star Wars? And that had problems with the fact that they killed Han. Spoiler alert, but I don't care at this point. I thought it was a very bleh way to get rid of him. It's very cheesy.
Yeah.
It is uncharacteristic of the character.
Right. I'm sure he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
No, we didn't see him die.
No.
What?
We don't know he's really dead. He's
for sure dead.
He could come back with spider legs.
Yeah. Darth Maul reference there. So that movie I thought was really good. I really enjoyed it. I had a problem with certain basically my whole thing was just because Game of Thrones came out and killed main characters on the daily doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing in your films. And on top of that, I always thought that Star Wars was unlike other films and movies and IP, where a lot of IP, like intellectual property, if you remake the movies from like the 80s and you make them today, you want to draw in a new audience because the old audience probably doesn't care that much. Star Wars is unique in the fact that everyone on planet Earth basically understands and likes Star Wars to a degree, or knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
It's a little bit deeper than just, you can retell it with new characters and it'll be fine. Like redoing the Ghostbusters movie or whatever. Right? I mean, that was kind of annoying for some people just because they casted females or whatever. But at the same time, it wasn't necessary for them to bring back the old characters and all that stuff. But I think that Star Wars is so much deeper than that on a cultural level that they're idiots for like just killing off a lot of the old characters in the first episode 7.
I'm with you on that. I'm disappointed about that happening.
Yeah. I went on a rant, but anyway, episode 8, I liked as a movie. I thought it was really fun and awesome. It sucked as a Star Wars movie. It sucked as a continuation of the story. I hated majority of what they were doing.
Yeah. And it was terrible when Chewbacca died. Spoiler. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen it. I don't know. That's true.
You haven't saw the Last Jedi?
I totally made that. I have no idea.
Not the new one. I'm talking about episode 8. Have you seen that?
Missed that one too.
Last Jedi? Have you seen that?
The last one. Was that the last one?
George, we watched that at New Year's.
Oh, so yes.
That doesn't even happen in it. Well, anyway, so I didn't like it as a Star Wars film. I liked it as like a vacuum where it's just this film. It was awesome, but continuing the story of Star Wars, I hated almost everything going on. Like what they were doing story wise, because there was a lot of holes and it just made no sense. Basically, Rian Johnson sucks at making a Star Wars movie. Is really what it is. He made a really good movie. He didn't make a good Star Wars movie.
I see.
Now, not to add to that, but going back to your tangent on Ghostbusters, did you know there is a new Ghostbusters movie coming out as well?
Afterlife.
Where they talk about like the original characters and...
Yes, it is
More
a
of a
direct... It is
continuation.
Ghostbusters 3. It is not a remaking of Ghostbusters. So that is a third movie in the series.
So you're excited about that one?
Well, I'm not a massive Ghostbusters person. I think it looks awesome. Although the trailer doesn't look anything comical, and the Ghostbusters was a comedy, but they're calling it a comedy, so I don't know.
You ain't afraid of no ghost.
But anyway, to get to your point, the newest Star Wars is awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Everything about it. It's so great. I mean, we'll have to all watch it and talk about it, but otherwise, I have a couple of things, but I'm not going to say them right now, so.
I'm hoping there's more sand people sign language.
Wait, Wait. What?
Isn't it the Sand People that did the sign language and
There was one deaf actor, yeah, that was in it.
in the series we just watched?
Well, you're talking about The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
I will now
spoiler.
that it's finished and I can do a free trial of Disney Plus.
Oh my God, you got to see The
It is
Mandalorian.
really good. It's probably better than the movie you just saw, but I don't know. You'll have to tell me.
Except,
I don't know, dude. It was so good.
It has Baby Yoda in it.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not Yoda. It is Yoda's species. It is not Yoda.
I thought it was Baby Yoda.
No, it takes
Everybody
place-
says Baby Yoda.
That's right.
Because they're idiots. It takes place.
I'll take that, idiots.
It takes place between episodes 6 and 7. Yoda's already been dead.
Oh,
He's reincarnated.
I guess.
into a baby.
It's the Force. Yeah.
Although it is kind of annoying, but kind of cool at the same time because Yoda species, which doesn't make any sense that they would say this, but he was the only known one in the galaxy. I don't know how that happened. I'm just saying in the Star Wars lore, that's what it always been. So they thought that the Force basically created him. But then,
Really?
yeah, but they ditched all that when Disney bought it. Now that's all legend stuff or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're doing whatever. Maybe it is a reincarnated Baby Yoda. Who knows? Well, anyway, so getting out of the Star Wars stuff, I started playing Borderlands 3. Too bad Matt's not here to comment on that.
Yes.
It has the worst controls I've ever played with on a controller. Oh my God. I want to chuck a controller against the wall. It is so sluggish. I went
You
on.
can change that. There's
Dude,
settings.
I went online,
Mm-hmm.
found all these different settings on how to change the dead zones and everything like that in the actual thing. It is still you click, you move, and it's like a half a second later, stuff happens. And it's not my controller because it can play other games fine.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch, and there's like YouTube video after YouTube video. If they seem like they're sponsored or they got the game for free, they're like, this is the best controls ever. Almost like they were paid to say it. But then everybody else is like, don't listen to these YouTubers. They're idiots. These controls are terrible. Here's how to make them mostly better.
Mm-hmm.
So I am like super disappointed with the controls. I may actually just buy Borderlands 3 on the PC and just play it there.
Yeah. Next time Matt comes, we'll have to ask him about that because he never said anything about it.
He didn't. So I don't know what
Thanks,
it is.
Matt.
Matt has really slow reaction time.
Oh, and because we talked about our top 5 games with 2019 that we played that we liked, I ended up buying Wildlands and everything for it.
Oh, good.
No.
So I have that, and the expansion for it comes out sometime, and it's going to have
Team play.
team play and 5 and 6 player support.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And I got
Always
a
love team
Roomba. My son named it Bumpy the Beautiful. So now Alexa is like,
Waking up.
yeah, I had to stop before she started making him clean. But she'll be like, Bumpy is cleaning. And it's so funny.
Wait, so Alexa will name the Roomba?
Because
but
it
won't-
reads its name from the app.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because I took the Roomba app and paired it with Alexa. So it reads it how you named it. So she'll actually say his
Name. Bumpy.
starts glowing up. Yeah, so it'll actually say its name and stuff, and it's really funny because he's just running into everything. It's great. So it's like super appropriate, and Theron didn't even know it was going to do this. We were just like, what should we name it?
That's great.
And
I
then,
want one now.
yeah, it's super fun.
A Roomba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine my cats?
Yeah,
Riding the Roomba.
my brother has
Your
one. He's
cats
the one
need
that actually
one.
got it for us, and his entire goal is to get his cats to ride around on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, and they will or they won't?
They haven't yet.
Yet.
He starts putting their food on it.
So, Kat,
Yes.
now that we've talked about what we've been up to, anything that you've been up to just
Oh,
in the recent?
For my Christmas and New Year's and all that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Last couple weeks.
Yeah.
You
well,
can join in, and then we'll drill you with interview questions later.
Whoa, okay. Well, I work 2 jobs, so I was able to take off both and enjoy my last 2 weeks. And talking about being a sloth, I was a sloth for a good deal of that, which was so nice. But I got to basically be with my family, be with my cats. I got 2 new games for Christmas.
Like
from
board games?
From a special someone. Yeah. Fast Sloths. And we talked about where we played it in New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the Della Merchant series.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
I mean, that was one of the first games I've played as becoming a gamer. So it was really special that I actually got my own copies now. So,
That's cool.
So that was an exciting thing for me. Yeah. And then, of course, New Year's, we did the whole 5-day board gaming marathon. Yes. And then I slept for 2 days after that, basically. And let me see. Oh, my birthday's coming up this Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
So, I mean, everything's hitting like boom, boom,
29.
Yeah. Oh, somebody else guessed me at 29 too. Yeah. I kind of like that. You got bonus points there. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see what my birthday brings.
Cool. Right. Right as I'm drinking water, I'm like supposed to respond to that. Well, awesome.
Well, you mentioned playing the games over New Year's. You were in the game that was Taverns of Tiefenthal as well.
Yes.
And you typically enjoy deck builder kind of games. How did you feel about that one?
Normally, I have really good people that gives clear instructions on how to play the game, which is good for me because a lot of times I will space out when you're telling the rules of a game or whatnot. And then it takes me a round or two before
to get in.
To really get into it. So that game, I had a hard time getting into it at first, but I will admit after I would say about the third round, the light kind of dawned on me like, oh, we're supposed to do this and that. And
oh, that's what I should have been doing.
That's what I should have been doing.
Yeah.
So I didn't really, give it my best or my all, but it was a pretty decent deck builder. Yeah. As someone who's like, only been playing games for 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a lot of deck builders in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, cool. That's always fun to play stuff and like it. I was messing with the EQ while you were talking. I was like, I'm listening, but I didn't think of a response.
No, I'm really good with deck building, but I'm really good with the resource games as well, I think. I really enjoy those, and I enjoy...
Wait. We'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Suspense.
We got a whole...
That's one of our questions.
We got a whole section for you. All right, so we're going to move on to a couple of news items, and then we'll get into some of the games that we played, and then we'll throw Kat some softball questions, and then a couple of hardball maybe. We'll see. Anyway, the Dice Tower 2020 Kickstarter is live, and it's going on for weeks, or probably all of January, I believe, is when they have it scheduled. So,
no, well, that's a pretty long Kickstarter.
Yeah, and George, you might actually enjoy the way they're doing the actual promos now. Is
it different?
It is slightly different, but I haven't went and looked over the entire thing. But there's instead of like pack A and then
B, and
D,
C.
there's like 4 different packs that you get, and each one is like massive. One of them is Everdell, by the way.
Not what George wanted.
I still want it to be a la carte.
Yeah. It's like, I want this particular promo. Not, I want this promo pack.
Right. You can raise the cost of the promos if your goal is, just raising money. But saying the lowest level is $60, which maybe.
No, I think that if I remember correctly, like each pack is very similar, or if not the exact same cost. And it's just like, because I think most of them are cards. So you might not get the list of cards or games that you want. Maybe it's crossed over like 2 or 3 different promo packs or whatever, but it is much smaller than what they have been doing. Because they have like promo pack A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And so it's like 7. No, there's only like 4 and that's it. And they're massive. It's much more consolidated. They can't go a la carte. The logistics of doing that, because Kickstarter sucks, is way too hard.
I see.
Because they would literally have to go through every single person's order and build the shipping package for that.
I basically want them to do the BGG store on their website.
Right.
That's what I want.
Now, I mean, some of these you can get later on and stuff, but anyway.
I think on Cool Stuff, you can order some of the promos.
True, but some of them, they try to order what they have for the backers, and then everything else is left over and they bring to conventions, or they sell on Kickstarter or on Cool Stuff if they got a lot more. So some things may, sell out just from the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But it is worth mentioning they do have an Everdell pack.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you like collecting everything.
I do, which is why it bothers me so much.
Right. I don't want to get 20 other promos at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a problem, but I support what they do. Absolutely. And I have no issue with, other means of supporting. It's just this particular one, it grates on me a little bit, but I know it's very popular and a lot of people do it. So yeah, if you're able to do it, more power to you.
Fair enough. So check out the Dice Tower 2020 Kickstarter. I think you can go to dicetowerkickstarter.com and be redirected. Second, Treasure Island has an expansion coming out. Did you see this?
Yes, Captain Silver.
Captain Silver Revenge Island. Which doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
Revenge Island.
So the description says, after a first adventure full of twists and turns, Captain Silver takes shelter of an island he knows well, Revenge Island. Unfortunately, an English garrison controls the area, and soon after having concealed a precious treasure, Silver ends up in jail once again. With a new island to discover and the new The Tricks of Silver, quote unquote, module that includes new cards for Long John Silver, corrupt soldiers, worrying weather, a ghost twin, reading is hard. It's up to you to overcome his tricks and achieve your goals before he escapes the English jails. In addition to the new module for Captain Silver, the expansion contains new immersive components and 2 new maps, Revenge Island and an original reinterpretation of the existing map.
I'm so down for this.
Why would you have to reinvent the map? Maybe we have to see this, but it's kind of like, maybe somebody, they pay 2 artists and they're like, we really like yours. And later like, well, we already got his.
Yeah. We'll use them both.
It's nice to have more maps, I guess, but you're right. If it doesn't really change the gameplay, how does it?
I mean, I don't see the map changing gameplay at all.
There are the mountains that you can't travel through.
Oh, that's true. The mountains and then the areas where the cards affect certain areas or whatever.
Right.
I mean, you would have to play it a lot for it to be like, that map again.
Yeah.
Either way, having multiple maps is kind of neat, especially if they add some terrain elements like the mountains or something that would kind of add in.
More terrain elements would be nice.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. That'd be fun. Final Fantasy VII's remake is coming. Did you all play this game originally?
No.
Nope. Eric?
Probably not.
Garbage, but it's awesome. Man, I am so excited. Literally, I think I'm taking a couple of days off work to strictly stay home and play this.
Just finish it out.
Oh, man. Yes. So it comes March 3rd, 2020, and the original Final Fantasy VII was a turn-based RPG, just like most of the Final Fantasies.
Yeah.
This one is kind of live-action RPG stuff. Not live action. It's action RPG.
Right.
So like you move around, you hit X and swing your sword and stuff.
I'm picturing actors. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, that's why I cut out the live. That would be, I don't know if I'd like that. So like you move around, you still go into random battles, but then the combat is very live and actiony and stuff rather than being the turn-based that it used to be. So
is this the one that introduces the chocobos?
Chocobo's been in since the first one.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
I know nothing.
This one had Cloud, and this one.
I just wanted to say chocobo.
This one was the one. It's like, it literally is like, for some reason, the first game everybody has seen that had like a giant sword. Because
the Buster Sword?
Yeah, the Buster Sword. He's like super skinny and there's no way he can lift it, but he has got Mako poisoning. He could do it. Spoiler. No. Anyway, and lastly, Role Player Adventure. Did you see this coming to Kickstarter in June of 2020?
That is RPG.
Kinda. Where's it at? Well, anyway.
Oh yeah, I think I did see this.
So it's a longer description than the other one. I'm going to read some of it, but basically you can import your characters from Role Player into this. That is amazing.
And it is an RPG.
Dude, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Role Player Adventure is a cooperative storybook board game for 1 to 4 players set in the world of Role Player. Players inhabit characters, face challenges, and make decisions that will change the story as they progress through 11 core adventures in a replayable side quest. Adventurers does not require the Role Player base game or any of its expansions to play. Pick from one of the 6 pre-generated characters or import a favorite Role Player character and take them on a heroic journey. This is amazing, and I literally think we should play it on the podcast. If you don't import a player, the rest of it's blah.
I suppose you could just take those characters that you've rolled up and just take them into D&D as well.
We did that.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was just me and Matt.
Mm-hmm.
We played it, and I took his character, and I
made him a dwarf.
He was, well, because
he was a dwarf.
He picked a dwarf. I think he was a halfling, actually. I think
something small.
Yeah, he was something small. But I took his character and converted it into D&D 3.0, 3.5 rule set.
Yeah, probably not difficult.
Not really difficult, no.
Yeah.
It was awesome, and we actually had a whole segment where we role played. I believe that's in one of the very early on.
It was.
I mean, it must have been within the first 20 episodes.
Oh, you did it on air on the podcast?
Yeah. It was so great.
I'm going to go back and listen, yeah.
It was so funny. Yeah. Well, anyway, that is all the news items. So let's talk about Humble Bundle real quick in case you want to help support the show and get stuff. If you go to MeepleCore.com if you go to MeepleCore.com, there's a orange link in the middle that says Humble Bundle Partner Link. If you click that, you'll be redirected to our MeepleCore thing for Humble Bundle. Anything you buy on there will help support the show. Obviously, you can get games and support charity. You can also get books and all kinds of other things. Right now, they have a Lord of the Rings 5th edition bundle that has about 20 or so books, and it looks pretty cool. I've never played 5th edition of D&D, but this does come with pretty much everything you would need to play in Middle-earth, like the player's guide and the monster manuals and stuff, and even the DM screens and stuff. So a lot of games there, or a lot of books for $15. It's not bad. Obviously, they're PDFs. The Humble Bundle Monthly, I can't talk this episode. The Humble Bundle Monthly has changed. Now they've got a light, basic, and premium edition instead of just a flat $12 a month and you get the games they give you. Now they come out with a grid of games, and depending on what version of the package you pick, with light, you're going to get, I actually don't even know what light says. Oh, you get access to the Humble Trove and stuff like that, which is all their DRM games or DRM free games that's in their library. But if you pay for the basic or premium, you'll get 3 or 9 choices from this list of games. And there are 10 games during the month that you get to actually select. One of them is the Shadows of War, which I believe is
Okay.
You've played that, haven't you?
I haven't played it yet.
It's the Lord of the Rings,
Right.
Shadow of War. The Shadow of Mordor, I think, is the first one.
Yeah.
I believe so.
One way or the other.
Yeah. Looks like there's pretty cool games. Street Fighter 5 or is that 4? What's V?
V?
Yeah,
It's
that's 5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some other stuff. George is looking. He's like, I don't recognize any of this.
None of it. 2 Point Hospital looks interesting. I like hospital games.
This Whispers of Machine look pretty cool. Well, anyway.
It bothers me that they say their games are curated. They're a curated selection of games. Like, no, that's not how curation works. But okay.
That's like keeping things in a museum and making sure it's okay.
That is what that word is for, yeah. But all right.
But anyway, it's $5 for the Trove and a little bit of discount on the store, and then $15 for basic, where you get 3 of those games, and $20 for premium. So check that out. We get a kickback. Any of the bundles that you buy, like the Lord of the Rings one, will give us a little bit of kickback. And again, we're still thinking about maybe doing a Patreon. We were kind of talking about that briefly before the show. If you have interest, please just message us on anything and say, I would like to do Patreon, and it'll probably kick me and be like, okay, I guess I'll do it. Anyway, we got 3 games for you on this episode. We got Sorcerer, Cyclades, and One Deck Dungeon. So the first game we have on this list is Sorcerer.
The designer is Peter Schultz. The artist, Jan Drenovec, Elena Kubikova, Vashek Penchik, Peter Schultz, and Pavel Shirushek.
We apologize about any butchering of your names.
Absolutely. And the publisher is White Wizard Games.
So Sorcerer is traditionally a 1 versus 1 game, although there is a team element, there's a free-for-all element. Most of the rules are designed for 1v1, so I'm going to explain the game as a competitive game against each other first, and then we'll kind of tell you some of the stuff that changes with more than 2 players. Well, I won't tell you all the rules, but I'm going to give you a general idea. So in Sorcerer, each player is going to build a deck which represents your character, and it's made up of 3 different decks a la Smash Up style. So you have a character, you have a domain, and you have a lineage. Each one will give you 10 cards, 10 cards, 20 cards. You shuffle all those up into one deck, and that's your character. On top of that, each of those decks that you selected has another card that goes face up in front of you that tells you your character's like unique special abilities, basically. So you get 3 of those cards, and it might say you're this person, the Bloodlord from the Shattered Coast. I can't remember the actual name. What, Tengu. The Bloodlord of the Shattered Coast. It kind of makes this cool little name. Really works awesome putting it in BG stats because it takes forever to type. But
they're so long.
Yeah. And each of these decks have basically a play style. So you're shuffling kind of like 3 play styles together to make your character. Each player is going to do this. And then you're going to have a player board in front of you that you put your draw pile on, your discard pile. There's a grid to go up to 10 for your energy. And then there's a spot for 6 different actions, as well as like a cheat sheet for the round overview and the different actions that you can take. In between both players, there's going to be 3 locations. Guess it takes place in London. There's not really a ton of story, so I might butcher the terminology here, but there's these 3 locations in London that you're basically going to try to beat up. And if you destroy them, you claim that area and you want to win 2 of the 3 battles. And to do that, you're going to take turns playing actions. So here's kind of like the general overview of the one full round. And then you just keep doing that until somebody wins 2 of the 3 battlefields. You'll start by doing some of the cleanup stuff or whatever. Then you're going to move on to the action phase, in which each player will take an action and then it'll go back and forth. So if Eric and I are playing, I might take an action to play a card. When you play a card, not only is it the action, but it also may have an energy requirement, which is that grid that goes to 10. So you have to like pay its casting cost essentially. There's minions that will go on your side of the battlefield at one of the 3 battlefields. There's also like sorcery cards that you can play that will just do one-time effects. You can do these little attachments that you can give one of your guys like a butcher knife or something like that. That's one of the actions. And then it would be Eric's turn. And then he could spin an action. You don't get to draw cards normally. You actually have to spin an action to draw 2 cards. You can spin an action to gain 2 energy. You can spin an action to move minions from one battlefield to an adjacent battlefield. It also allows you to move your avatar. So your character is in the game as well as this little standee that stands on the battlefield. And your special powers that are on your face-up cards on the table can pretty much only be used at that location. Once you have, there's other things that say actions as well. Like some of the cards that you play may actually have actions on them. Like maybe your character cards or maybe even some of the minions that they have or the attachments they have might have an action that would simply cost an action and you do the ability. Once both players have ran out of actions, then you go to the battle phase where you choose, or depending on the player, you start at 1, you go left to right, basically. You take turns activating a minion, and then it would be the next person's turn. So battlefield A, maybe I, go first and then Eric goes second, then I go first or second, then you go, you know what I'm saying? We alternate.
It keeps on going back and forth.
Yes. With the minions that are there. Mm-hmm. And the way that works is you choose a minion, you exhaust it, and you get to roll dice equal to its attack value. And they have a defense value called, I think, Essence. As they take damage, you actually put markers on them. And unlike other, like, collectible games, the damage stays there permanently unless you heal it for some reason. Before you get to attack, though, you have these things called tactics, which are basically like enhancements that you play. You could activate those. Maybe you can hurt him to give him 2 extra damage or whatever. Anyway, you're going to generate your dice pool for that minion and you're going to roll it. The dice are 0, 1, 1, or 0, 0, 1, 1, 2 and critical. It's a 6-sided die. All the dice are identical. So you just roll as many. Say I roll 5. I get a blank. I get 2 1s, a 2. And then my last one is a crit. I kind of like that roll because it's a really nice roll for 5 dice, right? Well, then I have the chance to spend these fate tokens, which will allow me to re-roll a die. And I can do that as much as I want. Then it'll be Eric's turn. He can spend his fate tokens to make me re-roll a die. And we go back and forth until we both pass. And then we have the dice pool that actually happens. And maybe I still have the crit. I have a 2 damage and a 1 damage left. Let's just say that. The crits, they only do 1 damage, but they get to be assigned by the attacker. So you get to choose what either the battlefield or which minion on the opponent's side take that damage. And then you get to the defender takes all the rest of the damage and divides it however they want among the rest of the stuff, including the battlefield. So it's really good to get crits because you can kill off like 1 hit point guys or maybe 2 hit point guys that haven't actually activated at that battlefield to fight. Once you've taken turns back and forth and all the minions there are exhausted, you move on to the second battlefield, then the third battlefield, and that is one entire round, and then you're going to do it again. And you keep going until somebody has 1, 2 of the 3 battlefields. In a team play, because we have done this, we played 2-on-2. The way that works is it's pretty much all the same. There's a little bit of, if stuff says this, it means it includes your teammate and all that. There's some clarification on the rules for having other people. The only 2 major, like, actual rules changes are typically you can only have 4 creatures at a battlefield on your side. So 8 people there max, 4 for each person. In a team play, you can have up to 6 on each side. So there are 12 minions there total. And the other thing is, instead of taking turns, it's your team's turn, and you have to choose one of the people on your team that has the most actions. So if Eric and I were on a team and we both had 5 actions left, we get to decide who goes next. So you can have instances where your team has the same person go twice in a row, because then the next time they'll have less than your teammate and they must go then. So it doesn't have to always be like, Tim, Eric, George, Cat. Tim, Eric, George, Cat. We get to choose, so that's the main differences between it. So Eric, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what'd you think about Sorcerer?
No, I think I liked it. It is a lot like Smash Up, like I said. Except I think I like it a little bit better than Smash Up in a way. You do get 3 different kind of decks smashed together. And so far, it feels like...
Pause.
Go ahead. I
do have to say, full disclosure, we did receive this as a review copy from White Wizard Games.
Yeah.
Oh. So, I want to say that beforehand. I keep forgetting sometimes, but it's a review copy. So
right. So far, the ones I've played seem to integrate pretty well. There's not been a time where I'm like, this mechanic with this certain deck doesn't work with another mechanic in a different deck I'm using. So I like that a lot. I would have liked to see maybe some minis instead of the standees for your main guy.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool if you can buy it separately.
Right. Oh, actually, talking about that, they have a lot of packs available, although it comes with quite a bit, and the box is pretty large. So that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's going to take up a lot of room, but if you want to expand upon it, you don't have to, find another big box for it.
Yeah. And I will mention that I do own the first 3 packs.
Okay.
I bought those myself.
Mm. And then, I did have a love-hate on those Omen tokens. I kind of think they kind of draw out some of the fighting where I was like, all right, I'm done. Oh, you're going to have me reroll this. Okay. I got something good. You're going to reroll it again. All right.
Yeah.
I got something good. Reroll it again.
That doesn't sound good.
Right.
Absolutely. I feel like the mitigation is nice when you do it, and it's very annoying when the opponent does it.
Right.
Absolutely.
It is a cool concept, but you're right. The battle phase takes forever because it's a little bit of negotiation or like threatening.
Right. You got 4 tokens left? I only have 2 tokens left.
Yeah. I might save those for the next battle. And it's just,
that would be so frustrating.
Yeah. I do think that, I don't know, man. It's cool that they're in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. It is good to have some mitigation in it. It's just how it happens, and it goes back and forth and back and forth.
One round.
Right. Or something like that.
Maybe
would be fine.
right. Maybe I mitigate what I want, and then you mitigate what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're done.
Right. I think I would like that. I would prefer that instead of, all right, I'm going to roll this one die, and we're going to re-roll this one die like 6 times.
Yeah. It just gets kind of ridiculous.
It is also it's a dice game, so it is going to be a lot of luck, is going to go into it. So sometimes,
except then you get to mitigate the luck and then it gets reversed. So
well, sometimes you can't mitigate all that luck. If you just roll really bad and you're rolling 7 dice, you're not going to, you have 1 token that you can re-roll all your dice, but most of the time you're not going to have that token. Or, unless you did really bad, you're going to maybe save it for another fight.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so like I said, with that, you're going to get into some points where you rolled horribly, you're not going to do anything, or you can roll really well and kind of like steam over your opponent.
Yeah, I really like the dice and I like the layout. We've said before on previous episode when we did our favorite combat mechanisms, this is one of my favorite dice layouts, which is 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. Type of deal, except for the 3 isn't really 3 damage in this case. It's actually the crit. But right. I really like that because most of the time you're going to roll 1s or 2s.
That's also too many sides for your die.
Maybe it's 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Maybe is there only 1 blank? Man, I don't even remember now.
So only one 0 then.
I think so.
Okay.
0, 1, 1. Maybe there's only 1, 2.
No. Wow.
0. I think there's 2 blanks. There's 0, 0, 1, 1, 2 crit.
Okay.
I'm going to bust it out here in a minute. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously that doesn't change the opinion because the dice were what they were.
Sure.
I've played this game a couple of times and every time I have really bad rolls. And then I spend all my stuff trying to mitigate it and I can't mitigate it. So maybe my luck is terrible, but
it's also if when you start badly, then it's hard to kind of come back from that because if you lose your characters on there on a battlefield, I still have mine. And not only do you have to mitigate my characters that are already there, but you then also have to catch up for me putting out more guys.
That's true.
So
yeah.
it has that board control aspect to it where
it's definitely an area control game almost, but then as you're there, you have to beat up the place instead of just like be there. and have your opponent have none. So it's weird because I really like this game. I really like everything that's going on, but at the same time, I'm almost hate some of the stuff that's going on as well. Like the dice rolling, again, the omens and going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Too much. Too much just like annoying stuff. It's like playing a person playing a blue deck in Magic. Like just play the game and stop being annoying. Yeah. And I feel like that's one of the things. Yeah. It's just like, cause you're like, oh, if I could just roll 2 crits, I'll kill your one dude off and then it'll be awesome. And you roll 2 crits and then Eric has like 25 omen tokens compared to my 1.
It's like, you're not going to have it.
Not really. But I mean, he always has like more omen tokens cause it just seems like certain, I don't know. Maybe that was just random based on the stuff you're playing. Maybe you just started with a hand that had a lot of stuff that gives you omens, but, and that kind of does bring me to one thing is your starting hand really does define you.
You do have a chance to mulligan, so.
You do, but I mean, even if you mulligan and you don't get certain things, like, cause I feel like putting a legendary minion out there is massive. It's pretty good.
I mean, it's good. Yeah.
To start the game off cause you start off with energy. I did forget to mention the energy, which it is brilliant. I love this thing. It's so good. You start the game with 6 energy. Ironically, you start with 6 in your hand cards, 6 energy and 6 actions. So it's a very evil game. If you don't like the demonic overtone of this game.
Right. It is a pretty dark game.
Really dark. It is
the art
phenomenal.
Is very demonic looking as well.
Oh, everything's demonic. There's pentagrams all over the place. Right. The omen tokens are pentagrams.
Right. Yeah. You're spending pentagrams.
It is fantastic.
The art is really good.
Yeah, it is. It is amazing. I love the art. But what I was going to say is, actually, I got complete. What was I going to say?
I have no idea.
The number. The significance of the numerology.
Oh, yeah, because when you start the game, you start with 6 energy, right? You have a lot of energy. And some of the legendaries can be cast as your very first minion, or at least in the very first round of the game. The problem is, on future rounds, the way it works is the first player, there's a D8. The first player can choose to set it to 4, and then all players get 4 energy, or they can roll it and let fate happen.
Whoa.
Which I didn't really...
I think it's awesome. What are you talking about?
But everyone still gets the same amount.
Everybody gets the same amount, but it's kind of neat because you might go and I have a lot of energy, but Eric doesn't. So I'm like, I'm rolling this sucker. Let's go for 1.
Yeah, I guess it has that aspect to it, but usually in our games, I didn't really see it as a advantage to... Because
the game is such a snowball that it's over in like 3 rounds.
Right.
I mean, unless we're just bad at the game or somebody's bad at the game, raises his hand. But that brings us to team play too. And the reason I bring up a lot of those things is because for the most part in a 2-player game, I'm okay. Like I can understand it's dice and it's not the fault of the game. Although I do think the mitigation is a little bit too much. But the problem with multiplayer game, and I think you had the same sentiment as I do, but now you can have 6 characters at each location. And the game is like, the first round is just massive. Yeah. Everything is dying. I mean, like, stuff gets destroyed. Battlefield got destroyed on the very first round of the game.
Yeah, because you have 6, but they still have 12 hit points.
Yeah, the Battlefield still have 12. They should have increased the Battlefield damage. And then like certain decks, like I was playing the Necromancer who brought things back from his discard pile, and they have abilities on them when they're already dead. But I had to get stuff out there to die before it went out there. Thankfully, Eric was playing the character that kind of put my cards in the graveyard.
Amnesist.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Animist.
One of those.
Something like that. And so if Eric wasn't doing that, I didn't have any cards in the graveyard until the second round, basically. And it was too late at that point. The game only lasted 2 rounds. I don't know what we're doing, but a lot of people are saying the same stuff. So yeah, y'all did dice us. Eric just dices me in games.
Does it even seem like it should go 3 rounds? I mean, should you just play 1 round and I got off to a bad start. Okay,
no, I think
we're done. Now we'll do it again.
In a team play, no, I don't see continuing. I mean, that is right. I mean, I never actually just forfeit games except for when we played X-Wing.
I
was like, I haven't played it so well. I hate this game.
Yeah.
I haven't played this one. I've watched you guys play a couple times when I've shown up late and you guys were playing this one. And it always looked like there was a snowball happening and it just seemed like, what was the point?
It's interesting because I don't mind the snowball in a 2-player game because I think the game lasts long enough for any strategy to work.
Have you seen it where one person gets an advantage and then it gets turned around, or is it always they get an advantage?
I would say there is a chance at it, but
You have to roll decently.
yes,
I came back.
Uphill battle.
I should have came back in one of the games that we played. I lost the battlefield and I came back and destroyed the second one, and then Eric killed the third one. But I came back and I should have been able to jump above him. I just terrible roll, terrible roll. And I did not a lot to gain omens, so I couldn't mitigate it. And even if I had, it's too many dice that were blanks for me to roll to mitigate.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And it wasn't your choices that were making that happen. It was just the roll.
It was the dice rolls at that point.
Okay.
But Eric never has super bad rolls. So
No.
I don't understand how this works.
He never does.
So this is just not a game for me to play against Eric. Eric's going to be in tournaments next Gen Con.
That's right.
This game seems very well reviewed, or not reviewed, but at least it's got a very high number as far as rating. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's due to the amount of similarity to Magic? Is it that reminiscent of it? I'm wondering, what is it that puts this game over all the other games that have the same exact mechanism, like Blue Moon City or Omen, A Reign of War, or
a lot of people
Smash
actually
Up?
haven't played Omen, but a lot of people say another game that's kind of like it is Omen.
There's so many like this.
Well, all I know is that White Wizard made Star Realms and they made Hero Realms. So they already have a massive following that I think just buys their stuff.
Okay.
And that's not me saying anything negative. I'm just saying they already have people that probably are like, I'm going to go into this liking this.
Star Realms is a bit similar too, I suppose.
Well, Star Realms is like a deck builder.
It is, but then you have things
This is more like
on
Smash
the board that you're trying to fight over and take.
No,
Star Realms? No.
Star Realms, you're fighting each other.
Yeah, you have hit points and then you try to destroy their stuff they get
Their
in the
bases.
way.
Their bases, right?
But they just
aren't
soak
those
up.
like locations?
No, because you're just trying to. That's just to soak up hit. It's like temporary hit points.
Okay.
Kind of like locations. No.
Yeah. No, this. Yeah.
This is a different feel.
Yeah. This is more like playing a CCG with a win 2 of the 3 battlefields. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Warhammer 40K card game by Sabretooth Games, I believe they were called.
Yeah, that's another one.
Did you ever play that?
Yeah.
Did you actually played it?
I did, yeah.
This was more similar to that than it was Star Realms at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a good game.
It was. I'm wondering, is this one a better game? I don't know, because I haven't played it.
I don't know. It depends on if you like dice. I will say that dice,
The other one's
dice
just
are
cards, yeah.
a major thing to, well, I guess
yeah.
the other one did technically have dice. There was dice in the corners. So when you build your deck, you had to, right? Am I thinking of the right game?
That was just for like the
Yeah, like
economy.
activate abilities and stuff.
Yeah, that wasn't really like you didn't roll it. Like
No, but whatever.
It had dice.
I had to clarify there was dice. There were printed ones. So I don't know. I'm going to continue to play it. And I really do enjoy it. I think all the concepts are great. I guess I suck at dice rolling. Although I will say that I pretty much, there's no way I'm playing anything past 1-on-1.
Yeah.
I can't see.
I did like 1-on-1 for this game better.
Yeah. I mean, the teams was nice, but I think it's too much of a steamroll. I mean, maybe you can house roll. Oh,
yeah.
where like you take
You're
the,
not allowed to steamroll. If you're winning too much, gotta pull back.
just take, well, no. I mean, like take each location and bust. It was normally 12 hit points. Just make it 20.
Yeah.
The fact that you can have
Which
6
I don't know
characters
if
at each
that
location.
would change it all that much. I mean, it will extend the game out, but
Well, that's the whole point though, is I think it was too fast.
well, maybe I'll give different combinations some time to ramp up, like the necromancers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my
that
big
could
thing.
throw
yeah.
off the whole game, though, if that's not part of the way that they, balance the game. But the thing is that interests me is that you're saying the game was too fast. And then Eric is saying all that dice mitigation made it too long.
Well, the overall length of the game I thought was pretty good.
No, yeah, the lengths of it, I would say under
45
an hour.
minutes? Yeah.
So it goes by pretty fast, but there's that annoying part where you're dealing with the dice that kind of extends the game without adding enjoyment.
Yeah, it's literally, I'm spending an action, gain 2 energy. Eric's going, I'm spending an action, get 2 cards. I'm spending an action, putting a guy here. I'm spending an action to activate this ability. So like that literally is, after you play the game once or twice, that's like maybe a little bit faster than, cause you actually have to do the maneuvers of putting cards down and moving stuff.
Sure.
But then you're like, all right, let's battle. You're going to spin this. And it's like the conversation, even if you just don't think and you're like rolling dice. I mean, you have 4 and 5 on average, like omens, and you're like deciding, do I roll them now? Then you're trying to calculate, well, I really want this guy to do all the damage. But if he doesn't,
Sure.
then maybe this guy at the 3rd battlefield will. And so it's a lot of like just viewing the battlefield and thinking about it. And that's what draws it out.
What if before the battle started, you had to put your omens in your fist, and that's how many you're spending, whether you use them or not.
Bringing with you.
Yeah,
sure.
Or assign them to the different minions, and that's who gets to roll them.
That's right.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know, but
now there was another thing, and I forgot what it was called, but there's that little circle thing,
fate counter
that you got to use, and I'm guessing we did it right, but it just allows you to mulligan a whole roll. And you can even use it on your opponent. It's like, oh, that was.
But
really
you only get to use it
one
once.
time per round. Now, how we kind of played it is you can mitigate. Oh, you still have something good? I'm going to have you reroll everything.
That's super annoying,
right? And I'm guessing we played it right, but that would be super annoying because now you spent all this time.
And it didn't even matter.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm having you re-roll something, you're re-rolling something. It goes back and forth, and you're like, all right, well, that still didn't work out for me. I'm just going to do a full reset.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's only once.
It is only once per round.
I will say that I don't think that you should be able to force your opponent to re-roll. It should just be a reset for yourself.
And just an initial reset.
Yeah. Like on the first, if you roll bad, you flip it, bam, you roll it. Cool.
Right.
Doing it at the end of all the mitigation.
And I wouldn't mind
that's
that.
The problem.
Yes.
And I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But to do it in a way where it's after these other types of mitigations.
Yep.
It's like, I did pretty well. You're going to force me to re-roll some dice and use your tokens. Well, I re-rolled them and I did bad. I'm going to reset.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm playing the role of Matt today. I didn't play the game. I don't know what's happening. Kat, were you part of this one? Did you play Sorcerer at all?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You saw us play it though, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why his rolls were so good. Maybe he burned some sage in the background and
He had a pentagram
before every game night.
Well, I like everything that's going on. I like the character creation where you choose the 3 decks. I loved it about Smash Up. This is kind of similar. And the gameplay is awesome. It's just those little things, and I'm okay with it. Like, I will get through that. And maybe, caveat, as you play this game a billion times, I will say it's massive text intensive. So when you actually play a character, you're like, what is happening?
You got to read all your cards.
You got to read all your cards.
Right.
It's like handing somebody a non-basic Magic deck and saying, learn this deck as you play.
And not only do you have to read all your cards, you have to
read everyone else's.
Read everybody else's. And when you play a card, oh, this card does this.
Mm-hmm.
Which nitpicky, I will say, like the attack and the health of each character is too small. Because when you look at your opponents, it's really hard to tell those numbers from across the table.
You need some glasses.
Whatever. I can paint miniatures. But so I feel like that's just a nitpicky graphic arts thing. It looks nice when you have them in front of you, but across the battlefield, they're a little bit small for my taste.
That's always an issue functionally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. If you're keeping the game to, try it out and see what you think more of it, then what you were saying, Eric, about not having the miniatures, you could 3D print them now.
I could.
Right.
It's going to happen. I'm keeping it. I'm going to play it a lot. I mean, so be it. If I suck at rolling, I suck at rolling. That's my major concern about the game, other than the fact I'm never playing at teams again. It was not fun enough for me to just attempt to keep going.
We can play it with you getting a handicap of extra almonds.
Yeah, extra dice.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, final thoughts? Anything else?
No, I liked it.
Should I keep it around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Art's good. That's all I can say.
Do you remember it all? No?
I think I do recall you two playing it.
Okay. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I
Nice.
like it. I recommend it. The box is kind of big, but
It is.
other than that, it's nice because you'll be able to fit everything in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, well, cool. That is Sorcerer. All right, so the next game on our episode here is Cyclades.
The designers are Bruno Catala and Ludovic Mablanc, and the artist is Miguel Coimbra. The publisher is Matagot.
So there is 73 videos on Board Game Geek and way more text reviews. My point being is I'm not going to go over a lot. I'm going to really briefly go over how the game is. Unlike some of the other games where it's, this game came out in 2009. So most people's probably had a chance to play this.
2009.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like a 2009 game.
We'll get there.
All right.
Because it's amazing.
These are still good.
So Cyclades, for lack of a better way to explain it, is kind of like a bidding game with dudes on the map. What you're trying to do is move around on the map using these god powers to secure these, to secure 2 metropolises, and then the first person to do that wins. So kind of the way the breakdown of the round goes really quickly. There are these God power boards that are randomized on the different slots of the bidding track. And each one has its own bidding track. In player order, you're going to put one of your, you're going to take your marker and put it on one of the tracks at a value you think you can pay for. Then it'll be the next person.
That you know you can pay for.
Well, that you know you can pay for.
Well, that's true. You have to have the money.
You do have to have the money, correct.
Yeah.
So George might go, and if he goes on the same track as me, he has to bid higher. He can't bid the same or lower. And what that will do is kick me off that track, and I immediately replace my piece somewhere else. And then this will go around, and everybody will have a chance to do this until everyone is on a unique track. So everybody has to be on their own track.
Except Apollo.
Except Apollo, which is where you get money. The first person to pick Apollo will basically get to add a token to one of their islands, which will increase their money gain each round. And
a cornucopia.
It also gives you a coin as well, right?
It gives you a coin if you only if you have more than one island. I think it gives you like 4 coins if you only have one.
Yeah. Everybody else can go there, but obviously this is the weakest ability of all those because it's not a god power. Or I guess it is, technically.
It is a god power.
It's a god, yeah.
Right,
It's
but then
weak-
it doesn't
weak
give you
god.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any other actions.
The god
Correct.
of money.
Also, he has the track on the bottom, and the way that works is for next round, it goes in reverse order. So the person who bid on the bottom track is going to be the first person to bid next round. So it's kind of like that decides the player order for next round as well. Then you're going to resolve each of these player boards. Before we talk about that, on the left-hand side, there's a big circular globe-looking thing that has little hexagons where you put your models. Most of it is water. There's a bunch of little 1, 2, and 3 space islands all over it. And the idea is...
You're talking about the map.
Yeah, the map.
Okay.
But I said a globe. Whatever. This is where your dudes on the map come in. So you're going to have people and you're going to have ships. The ships have to be on the water spaces. Obviously, the people be on the island spaces. Mm-hmm. And you need to make ships to be able to cross land and stuff. So the idea is that's whatever. I'm assuming that's
water. Yeah.
that's a very obvious thing.
Yeah.
In order for your people to cross water, they have to go across on ships.
Well, we are talking about Greek mythology. They could have floated or something. Well, anyway, whoever bid it on the top god power, that god power is going to activate and you go down those. So the god powers are pretty simple. One's going to allow you to get more guys and move them around. One's going to allow you to get more ships and move those. And you don't really move ships around. You kind of make them consecutive to each other, and it kind of builds a path to get from an island to another island.
Yeah.
Well, you can move them around too, though.
To do that, yeah.
Yep. And then one of them will give you, what's the purple one there?
Zeus?
Zeus.
Yes.
He will give, really? He's Zeus? He gives you
he is Zeus.
he gives you this purple card that gives you discounts on bidding. Okay. And then the white one, what's the white god?
She is Athena.
Did you have it wrote down?
I got it wrote down right here. But I remembered it.
Okay. Athena will give you a counselor.
Philosopher.
Whatever. That's another card. And this card, once you get 4 of those, 4 copies of it will allow you to build a metropolis. You don't have a choice. It actually just happens.
Right.
That's all the player. And then
they all give you special buildings. Ares gives you
I was going to get to that.
Oh, gotcha. Go ahead.
So each of these actions also has a building that you can build from it that gives you a special power, except for one of them. But if you build one of all 4 of the buildings on your islands, they'll form into a metropolis. This is one way that you get a metropolis. The other way, like I said, is to get 4 of the philosophers and it builds a metropolis. You can also steal it from other people by moving into their area, killing all their people and taking it.
That's the best way.
On top of that, last thing I'll mention, and then we can just bring up anything else we want to as we talk. There is a deck of kind of like action cards that you get to purchase when you're doing your god power. 3 of them are on display, and
they're all creatures.
Yeah, they're all creatures. Some of them even have miniatures that would be placed out, like the Kraken, who gets placed out on a space with ships and destroys them and moves around to destroy ships. There's a Minotaur that's pretty BA, and he'll sit on your island and give you a bunch of power. I think it's 2.
The Cyclops.
And there's other cards that do one-time effects and stuff like that. But basically, that's one round of the game. Then you rebid and bid on the stuff, do those actions again, try to maneuver into position to take people's stuff, try to gain stuff to get metropolises, and then if you get 2, you win. So Have you played this one recently or?
Not recently, but I love this game.
Oh yeah.
I do.
You like the whole series.
I do. I love the whole series. Matagot is one of my top publishers. And this one, Cyclades, Kemet, and Inish are the
Which I haven't got the chance to play Kemet
top
yet.
of the line games, all three.
Which one do you like better than Kemet or Cyclades?
Oh, we're not going to even ask about Innis.
No, that's not. That's number one. It really depends on my mood.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
That's sort of not a great answer, but it does. I like them both.
Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah. And for similar reasons, actually.
Oh, really?
Because I feel like in both of them, you can't hide. You're involved all the time, and you always have a chance. You're always in the game with, maybe not always in Cyclades. You could, if you play very badly, you could be one of the people out of the game, but most of the people have a chance in the game. You know, 2 Metropolises, you can
adding on to that, you can't really get removed from the game. I mean, you get beat down to you're just a bloody stump.
Right.
Yeah.
And it takes you a long time to build up and no one can really attack you at that point.
Yeah.
Because
you might kind of be functionally out of the game, which is, that's tough, but it doesn't happen too often. But
you can make a comeback.
Absolutely. You always feel like you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can sit there and build up and stuff. And the only caveat is if somebody has one island left, you can't attack that island unless it would win you the game.
Right.
And that is awesome.
I like that rule.
Yeah. Because it allows them to build back up, but building back up takes a lot of time. Typically, they're already beat down. They don't have a lot of money, so they're not going to get the actions they want.
It removes player elimination. You can't just take out anybody.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, unless you just got teamed up on, you were probably playing poorly.
And you can always sort of make deals with people.
Or you're making your stuff juicy.
Yeah, that's what we did. It's like,
for some reason, we've never used this word in any other game.
Right. But in this game,
it's like,
Cyclades is juicy.
Yeah.
No, it's like
this island is juicy.
That island's juicy. That three income and 2 buildings, juicy.
I want that.
It's because of all the cornucopias.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. So, the other thing I really like about this game is that the combat is it reminds me nothing like it, but the idea set in Shogun, where it's only combat is happening with the person who picks that action. It's not
there's
like,
only one person
it's only one person that's going to be doing combat. It's not like other games where everybody's just fist fighting the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you can win this game without doing any combat whatsoever.
You can,
which is
that's true. Yep. There's different ways to get your metropolises that doesn't involve combat.
Yep.
Yeah. But then you become juicy.
But you become juicy. I like the bidding aspect of it.
Oh yeah,
very Vegas Showdown.
Right,
Is it Vegas
clever.
Showdown?
Exactly like Vegas Showdown. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think that
and stockpile.
Yeah, mechanic is used enough because it is a good bidding auction mechanic.
Yeah, and like you were saying, the turn order being based on that, and then resolving top down, but the next turn order from the bottom up that's brilliant.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, because you might take a weaker action just because you might be able to go first next turn, and that might matter based on the creature deck.
When your big plan comes into effect.
Yeah.
Right. Because, the creature deck doesn't refresh every time something is bought. So a lot of times you might want to take the first god action just because you want a specific creature, which actually I'll get into real quick too, because it never came into any of our games we played, and I played 3 times now. And the Pegasus never showed up in any of our games, but supposedly it's like the most powerful creature because it lets you do an attack.
The card is just randomly not been shuffled high enough to come out.
I don't know. I thought we went through the whole deck, but
do you even have the Pegasus card?
I had to go look. It's in there. I don't know. Maybe it didn't work its way in there because it was a top card.
What's
when
it do?
Pulled it out. It lets you do an attack. It's the only way to do an attack without choosing Ares. Not only
that's strong.
Yeah. Not only that it lets you do an attack, you don't have to have ships to lead that attack.
Because you just fly over.
You just fly over.
That is crazy.
That's so good, right?
So you can attack from basically anywhere?
Anywhere to anywhere, yeah.
What?
Flying horses.
I mean, I get that. But
some people said that they don't like it, they take it out. Some people, as long as you know that's a possibility in the game. Because you can leave stuff open if you have it surrounded or whatever. You can leave it open, put a little token on it, claiming that island. You don't have to have any guys on it. But with the Pegasus in there, you probably kind of want to.
As soon as that deck flips out, that person's sweating bullets.
Yeah.
When that person gets the Pegasus, then everyone's just going to slam them.
Because it's juicy. It's left open, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just want to say it. It's juicy.
Isn't it funny? It's juicy. I'm gonna make shirts. It's gonna have MeepleCore on like an orange and just say juicy.
Juicy like Cyclades.
So, have you played this with the expansion?
Which one?
Any of them?
There's Hades and Titan.
Yeah, I've played with Hades. I've not played with Titan.
I have Titan and I don't have Hades. So it works out.
I don't have... Wait, do I have Titan or is it Monuments? I don't know. I have 2 of the 3. I need to get the other.
Huh.
I really do.
So yeah, I heard Hades as a lot of rolls overhead, and some people didn't like that. Whereas
This game is pretty
I didn't feel that.
as base game. I feel like it is enough rules to pretty much bring anybody in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was like 20 minutes to teach.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Right.
And I don't think Hades adds that much more to it.
Although I will say that in the first like maybe 2 or 3 rounds, I almost didn't like it because I didn't know what to do.
Right. Am I going to do this or this or this?
I didn't understand the strategy probably, but as people started doing stuff, you're like, I know what I need to do. I need to stop that.
Right.
And if I stop that, this is going to happen. I'm going to stop Eric.
And in any kind of an auction game, you don't know what things ought to cost.
Correct. Yeah.
When you first start.
So it's like 1, well, you got to upbid.
Yeah.
And since you can't put back on that same track as your response and you have to go somewhere else, sometimes you don't even get to.
Sometimes I just bait it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm going to put 1 on here.
Almost
I know.
all the time.
That is all the time. Yeah.
Right.
Almost all the time, because otherwise you're just telegraphing what you really want to do.
Correct.
Right.
Exactly.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. Unless you're just very confident in your money counting abilities and be like, no one can afford this. Click.
And that makes it really tense because now you're putting something where you really don't want to spend the money. You don't want to do that thing. And you're just like, please, please, please.
Someone outbid me.
Somebody outbid me. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Do you know what game we're talking about, Kat? Have you seen this one?
No.
And you've played Inish, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with George.
So it's kind of...
George has probably been like, what are we going to play?
So it's kind of in the same realm where the end of the game happens once a specific thing happens. So it could go round after round after round until, 1 person makes 2 metropolises or owns 2 metropolises. So in a sense, it has that same feeling as Inish. For me, anyway.
It does, yeah.
What happens if 2 people get 2 metropolises?
It is whoever has the most money.
Oh, okay. The game still ends, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not one of these endless kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be lame. It's just play another round. And then the 4th person in place comes in and just wins.
With the Pegasus.
With the Pegasus. Well, it's ranked number 160 and it's 127 in strategy. So
Too low.
Too low.
Too
I
low.
agree.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Too high. What?
What?
It needs to
Oh,
be
man, wait. Depending on lows or highs.
better ranked.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
it
say
needs
that.
I guess it depends. Overall, you think it should be in the top 100?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's right. There is some crap.
I mean, we
in
could look at the top
100.
one. Exactly. I was just going to say.
Which one would we take out?
There's like
There's so many.
3 versions of Pandemic or something. I don't I don't know about all that.
Right.
But
We should look at it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Where's the top 100?
We'll do it now.
we'll not do it live. We'll do it
Okay.
later.
All right. Fine.
But anyway, anything else? I don't think we need to talk super long about this. Anything you didn't like at all?
Oh, no. I was going to talk about things I like. It's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
There was nothing.
That's perfect game.
This game is amazing.
It's so attractive. It has all of these.
Fine, I'll say it. More sculpts for the minis. Bam.
What?
No, I was
What?
kidding.
All right. What
They're all
creatures?
separate. They're all different.
Are they really?
Every
Yes.
color has different soldiers and different.
No.
Oh,
ships.
yes.
That's very nice.
Right. That is very nice.
It is very nice. Except.
Tim is going to compare his ships with other people's
Listen to
ships.
this.
Okay.
The blue player
Yeah.
has shields and swords, just like the green player,
Okay.
but he's carrying like a tiny little dagger, and the green player has this massive machete-looking thing.
That's why you lost.
Yeah, apparently. And then my ship is like half the size. What is happening here?
You're faster.
How? Oh, I
Because-
guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the ship makes sense. But I mean, I've got a dagger and he's got a machete.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're
Or a glaive, whatever they're called.
You're dancing around. You're throwing that dagger.
So you're kind of like an assassin.
I got killed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being funny. Obviously, it doesn't
Oh.
matter at all.
I will say it comes with 4 sculpts for the creatures, which you're going to use a Kraken probably on most games. But the other 3, you don't end up using very often.
Should have more cards for them, you think, or?
I would like more cards. There is a sufficient amount of cards for the creature deck, but more would be better.
There's an expansion pack called the Cyclades Kemet crossover.
Yes, I saw that.
What is it? 3CK or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, KC3. I don't know, but it's something like that.
I think it is C3K.
C3K, and you can use monsters from Kemet in Cyclades, and you can use Cyclades monsters in. Did I say that right?
Yeah, vice versa.
Kemet. Anyway, vice versa. Yeah,
that sounds pretty cool.
That is very cool. Yeah,
they're like, oh, I'm gonna grab this harpy. It's gonna go over here and kill off your guy. That's all. That's all you do with it.
You have a Pegasus. Oh, I have a harpy. Yeah.
I almost feel like every deck in there should have a miniature.
I mean, most of them. I mean, you really don't need a miniature because they don't really. They're a one-off. You
take them out, put new ones.
Everything has
more monsters.
Yeah.
Just it's cool to see them come into play because the Kraken came into play a lot in the Minotaur. Mm-hmm. You know, and one thing I will say that we played, well, this is the only time I've played it, but we played it 5 players. I thought it was awesome at 5, and I wouldn't play it with less.
Oh, I liked it at 3.
It's good at any player count.
Is it really?
Yes. Supposedly it's even good at 2.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
No, give it a try. Do.
I mean, no offense to the game. I don't have any interest in playing it too. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe we'll try it out.
But 3, I liked it at 3 as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
More or less than 5.
Ooh.
Is it different? Like, does it change a lot of strategies at all? Because there's probably a lot of, there's a more
islands. You're still trying to get 2 metropolises.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, with more people, you start off with more of the land already covered, which I thought that was fun because like the second round, people are already punching each other. There's
different sizes of the map.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah, it uses a smaller map for, I think, 2 and 3.
The border, yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why you know what? As a matter of fact, you were flipping it around trying to look at the number, and I'm sitting there staring at you doing this, and I just didn't think about it. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. If it was the same map, that's where I was drawing these conclusions from.
That'd be too vast.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, you go left, I'll go right. Let's race. But no, that makes sense. Switch out the map. Yeah. Smaller boards and stuff.
And don't you put out more of the markers so that you're doing several things in the round that you're bidding on?
I haven't played at 2, but I think at 2 you bid on 2 of the gods.
Yeah, rather than just 1. So.
Right.
This picture on Board Game Geek has like every model in the frame. It looks like just everyone punching each other. Anyway,
the map's entirely full. Yeah, that's not real.
All right. Well,
well, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks cool. So everybody's played this game. Apparently, sorry, Kat. I mean, most people listening to this probably has played it. It is juicy. But anything else, final thoughts you want to say? Because we probably don't need to.
No, I liked it.
On.
I'm going to keep it.
Classic.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool. All right. Well, that is Cyclades. And the third game we have for this episode is One Deck Dungeon.
The designer is Chris Cieslik, the artist Alana Cervenek, and Will Pitzer. Apologies for pronunciation there. And the publisher is Asmadi Games.
So One Deck Dungeon is essentially a 1-player game, although there is a 2-player version. And if you own a second copy of the game or the expansion, you can play up to 4 players. But I think the original design was for it to be a 1-player game. Mm-hmm. We did only play this as 2 players. So we are coming at it from that perspective. If you're looking for solo gameplay, this is probably, that might help you out a little bit because it mostly is the same game anyway.
Right.
So each player is going to choose a character, and I'll describe the game playing it like without the campaign mode, and then I'll explain the campaign mode here in a minute. You choose a character. Your character will have stats. It'll have how many yellow dice, blue dice, and purple dice you get, which is strength and magic and agility. How many hit points you have before you die. If any character on the it's a cooperative game. If any character dies, you all lose the game. So every time you take damage, you kind of push it back and forth between you until somebody takes too many and they die. And then the reason it's called One Deck Dungeon is you choose a boss, and then you take all the cards in the game, and that's the deck. That's the dungeon you're playing through. And what happens is you're going to flip the boss over. So say you play the dragon. On the backside of the dragon, it's going to have 3 floors that you must traverse through before you get to flip it over and fight the dragon. The way that works is each floor you're going to go through the deck 1 time. And at the end of the deck, you get to descend down the stairs into floor 2. You reshuffle everything and go through it again. When you are taking a turn, the first thing you will do as a team is discard 2 cards off the top of the deck. This is called time. So in the dragon's case, the first floor also makes you get rid of 5 cards in addition to your action for your round off the top of the deck to start the dungeon. So what it does is actually make the floors shorter because you're getting rid of more cards. And then, so you'll get to begin. You have 2 different actions you can choose. You can choose to explore, which will fill up the grid in front of you. You can basically have 4 cards face down on the table. These are doors to rooms of the dungeon that you're crawling through. If you need more of them, you would explore and then fill in the holes. Each time you descend down a staircase, you don't have any in front of you, so your first action is always to explore, which will fill up to 4 cards. Then your turn's done, you start a new turn, you spend 2 action, and you get to choose another action. Or spend 2 time, spend another action. The other type of action is to encounter one of these face-down cards or face-up cards. When you encounter a card, you flip it over, and it's either going to be a creature or it's going to be a peril, which is basically a trap. You can choose to do that thing or not. You can skip it and leave it face up, but then you have to end the round and start a new round and discard 2 cards for time. So you would burn some time to look down that hallway of the dungeon and be like, screw that. We're going this way. The reason is because some of the cards are basically you'll get experience from them if you choose to take it as experience. And there's 2, 3, and 4. So your first card might be a 4 and it's too hard to deal with. Or maybe it's a creature that requires a lot of magic and maybe your characters don't have a lot of magic dice to roll. You're going to decide, what the best idea is. Maybe you'll skip something and come back to it once you get a little bit better. Anyway, when you choose to encounter one of these things, you're going to gather up all the dice that your character is allowed and you roll them 1 time. And then you're going to use abilities and stuff like that to mitigate your dice rolls. You can spend magic dice to cast spells and stuff like that. And the way it's like a dice placement game almost, because the creature will have single wide boxes and double wide boxes. If it's single, it's basically the same size as a die, and you put a die on top of it. So it might have a sword that says 4+, which means you have to put a yellow die, because all the yellow dice are melee, on there that's either a 4 or higher to cover that space up. If it's a double wide space, then you can put as many dice as you want on there of that color. So if it's an agility score and it says 11+, obviously you can't get 11 on 1 die, so you have to combine dice and put them on top of it. Once you're done placing all your dice and doing all your mitigation rolls and such, then you're always going to win the card no matter what. It just depends on how well you mitigate the damages it's going to bring at you. So if it had like 5 or 6 spots to fill up and you only filled up 3, then maybe the other 2 will say, suffer 2 time for this one and then maybe take a damage for this one. So even if you didn't cover up a single thing on the card, if you chose to encounter it, you'll win the card, but you might get beat up in the process. So you're trying to just mitigate what you lose. When you gather a card, before that, the other type of card is peril. It's a trap, and it usually is thematically making a choice. So maybe you saw a spike trap. Maybe you'll try to climb over it, but it costs agility, or maybe you'll try to bash it down, which costs strength. One of them might be easier than the other, but it requires some more time to do that one. So climbing around it might take a lot more time, but it's easier than just smashing through it. But smashing through it might require to have a higher value of strength dice to do it. Anyway, either way, once you claim a card, no matter if it's a creature or a peril, you get to choose to add it to your party as experience. Once you get so much experience, you level up, and that dictates how many skill cards each player can have and how many item cards each player can have. These are attached to your card. If you choose to take a card as a skill, you'll put it underneath your player board and it'll give you another mitigation skill like spend a blue die of 5+ to do this spell, or get rid of a yellow die to gain 2 purple dice, stuff like that. The other thing you can take it as is items, and the items will go on the left-hand side of your player board and increase your dice count for each of the type of dice, and possibly even your health. The last thing you can take it for is kind of like a skill, but it's a potion that goes off on your player board that shows your experience level for the group, and it gives you different potions that you can spend your potion tokens on, and you'll get those varying ways. So once you go through all 3 floors, you flip over the boss. The boss works just like a creature, except for when you place a die on top of one of its spaces that includes a skull, you damage the boss for 1 point of damage. If you don't kill it in 1 round, you play another round, you keep going, you clear off all the dice and stuff off the card, and you keep going until either you lose as a party or you kill it. And that's pretty much the game. If you want to play a campaign mode, the way that works is you take one of the character sheets or the sheets off the paper or the pad or whatever for each player. Each player gets one. If you play through a dungeon, you're going to get experience points when you complete it, or even if you fail. You'll get experience points like for every level your party went up, for every dungeon floor you cleared, for the boss, depending on its difficulty. You also will set a difficulty before you play that round. Like maybe you'll set veteran, which is basically a standard game. But you might also do like an easier game where you actually start with an ability, or you might play a harder game where you don't start with as many potion tokens or something like that. But you get bonus points for depending on the difficulty of the dungeon. The dungeon, or after you beat or complete a playthrough, you get to spend those points on different abilities on that character sheet. And the whole idea is you're trying to play as little as games as possible and kill all the bosses. And then once you kill all the bosses, that's pretty much the game. You said, oh, we beat all the bosses in 6 plays. There's only 5 bosses, so that's probably not going to happen, I would hope, but maybe so. I don't know. We're almost there. Almost there. So, George, what you kind of watch us play this, right?
I've watched you play it. It looks like you're having a good time. There's a whole lot of dice rolling, and if you don't roll well, I suppose there's not much to do. You know, if you have certain abilities that can mitigate, that's one thing, but still, if you just keep rolling badly, we've talked about this on another game
that we just talked about.
So I'm wondering, did it rub you the same way in this one, or have you not had that sort of luck yet?
Well, I think because it's cooperative, no matter what, but
it gives you a decent amount of mitigation and things to do with your dice, depending on how you build your character. Also, a lot of times, even if you roll poorly, whatever you're facing, you're still going to overcome it. You just might take some hits, or it might cost you extra time.
Yeah, I guess like you'll fight something, you're like, we really need that skill to progress. So you might roll, and if you don't cover everything up, you get beat up in the process, but you still get the skill or the item or whatever.
So you haven't found it to be too punishing?
No. If anything, for myself, I kind of feel like it's as you progress through it, it gets easier and easier.
Yeah. See, the problem with campaign mode is you fight the first boss, you get points, you spend it, you get a basic ability you start the game with. Then you play more, and then now you start with an extra potion. And then Eric's got an ability to mitigate stuff. Because on the campaign sheet, you have a basic list of abilities that you can put into, and you have 3 specializations, and you'd only start the game with one of those active.
Okay.
So like I'm a healer basically, and he's a warrior, whatever it is.
Paladin.
Well, you're a paladin, I'm a mage, but I'm saying like your specialization.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
You're specializing in combat, I think,
right? And
I'm specializing in healing.
Okay.
And so you're getting more abilities, but I don't feel like the deck is getting. First off, the deck never changes.
Ramping up fast enough, maybe.
Oh, your abilities change, but the deck doesn't change.
Kinda. So when you choose a harder boss, the floor, how you go through all 3 floors, it will add extra requirements to every creature or every peril. That is what's increasing the difficulty, but I don't think that outweighs the abilities you've been gaining, is what I mean by that.
Right.
The bosses are seemingly a little bit harder.
Unless you get, specific potions, and they'll make it quite a bit easier for you to overcome.
Oh, yeah. There's like one potion called Heroism, which basically you spend it and
change 2 dice to 6s.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's like, we just save all our potions till then. We're beat up at the end, and it's just like you just wipe out the boss.
Yeah.
That's not good. Does it seem like the sort of game where it would just be better to play it as a one-off and then not do the campaign?
No, I do like the campaign. I do like that, you have every game you have an ability, or what you're doing is making your character better. You're getting more equipment, and all that good stuff. More hit points, more dice to bring in battle. You might go after certain creatures or whatnot to get certain dice to your pool. You're like, we don't have a lot of agility. We really need this dice to get more agility in our team. So that's every game. And on top of that, since you get XP, if you do the campaign, then you can kind of make your character better game to game, which I like.
Right. So you're really getting that feel of a dungeon crawler. In a small package.
In a small package, yeah.
And it's not, the replayability is such that you don't feel that you're doing the same thing
And
now you have a slightly better ability, and now you do the same thing.
We've played it through 4 times, I think, so far right now, and haven't really.
I want to play it more. Let's put it that way.
I haven't felt that yet, just because. I mean, you do go through the same deck, so you are coming across some same things over and over, but you're also finding out new things because every time you go through the floor, you're not necessarily coming across the same perils and same creatures because you only flip over, maybe a third of the deck.
Sure.
Right.
And honestly, this really intrigues me because I am not what you consider an expert player or a pro, but I'm slowly building up my level skills. And this one sounds like something, even though you have the same deck cards, but you have new abilities or whatnot with them. For someone like me, that takes a little bit to start really getting into the game and finding a strategy that would best fit for me in the game or whatnot. This would be ideal. And it sounds fun. It's very intriguing to me.
And you like co-ops as well.
I love co-ops.
It's awesome. I mean, with 2 people, I don't know if I'd play this with 1 player, but I'm just not a solo gamer anyway.
They do say best.
Board Game Geek has a best at 1, and I'm sure it plays fine at 1.
It probably does, but here's what you missed though. Check this out. When we're playing it, we'll roll because you only get 1 roll. It's not like Yahtzee.
Right. You don't get 3 rolls.
Yeah. You roll once, and then the activation of your skills actually matters because Eric has an ability.
The order of the activation.
The order of them. Yeah. The way Eric's character, the Paladin, allows your partner to reroll 1s. But I can't use it right now, so I have to roll, and then maybe Eric's going to give me other dice or do something specific, and then maybe I don't need to reroll 1s because, for whatever reason, because maybe I should save it, add more dice or whatever, or maybe like the abilities that you're like. I'm going one way to try to convert some dice with magic spells from blue to other colors. But if Eric does certain things first, he might be able to fulfill those. So there's a lot of communication on what you're doing. It's just not like me trying to get the highest number of all the dice that I have.
Right. And Kat, you would enjoy that as well.
That
co-op part of it. Yeah.
That's so juicy.
Call back.
Yeah, call back.
To Cyclades.
If you're watching the video, go watch our Cyclades. But, I mean, I guess there could be an alpha gamer who would be like, no, we got to do all these things. But the cool thing about it is you also are at the whim of rolls.
Actually, on some games such as like Pandemic, there could be an alpha gamer, but in this game, since you're rolling quite a few dice, you don't have time to like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and you should do this. I'm kind of focused on my dice,
yes,
and he's focused on his dice, and we're like, okay, I can take care of this. Can you take care of that? Because I don't have anything for that. He's like, oh yeah, I can turn my blue into yellow, so I can try to help there.
So you really feel like you're doing your job mostly.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't really feel any times where you're like, all right, let one person kind of scheme out everything.
Right.
Okay.
And I like that.
Oh, yeah.
And Kat, I don't know how you would feel about this, but I noticed in some of the comments about this game, a lot of people were saying that all of the characters are female, which is unusual for a dungeon crawl, and they are wearing like
appropriate
dungeon appropriate garb.
Do you want me to buy some dungeon appropriate garb? Is that what you're saying?
So some dungeon inappropriate. So no.
Well then, like,
no, I was just saying, does that appeal to you as a female gamer? Are you like, oh, well, that's
cool to
I like that, or do you think I don't care?
Female characters.
Well, I mean, I am a female character, I guess, a player. So
you're a female character.
I am intrigued. I've already mentioned that a little bit earlier, but I'm also, I'm big in performing arts, and I like role playing, and becoming someone or a character would be ideal for me. Yeah, I'd go for it. I'm down.
I'm usually just so focused on mechanisms of game, I can give a crap less.
What the character is?
I didn't even notice. The only time I notice is if someone hands me a dwarf. I'm like, I'm not playing a dwarf. That literally is like my requirement. I don't play dwarves.
I'm with you. I hate dwarves.
Yeah, I hate dwarves. Yeah, basically. So I'm not sexist. I'm racist. Against dwarves.
Against fantasy races.
Yeah, against fantasy races. Yes. Like I don't like halflings either.
Yeah, nothing short.
Although I do like goblins.
D&D.
They're pretty
don't
cool.
like it.
Yeah,
goblins are neat. So
no, they're not.
They're neat to kill. No. Anyway, I mean I thought that was pretty cool. I do like the fact that they're in actual like garb they would wear in a dungeon, because bikinis don't protect you. It's like, but the artwork's pretty cool. I mean, I like the artwork. I like all the graphic arts and stuff. I don't know. This game is awesome.
I don't know. Princess Leia did well in a bikini.
Oh, yeah. She'd kill Jabba in a bikini.
That's true.
With a chain. She'd be like gangster style, like gang. Reminds me of Necromunda.
Anyway, back to the game. I also like that there's a fair amount of gameplay in a small box. So,
oh yes,
I do like that aspect of it as well.
And they have expansions.
They have one expansion that is standalone, but you also can put it together, or you can buy two copies of it if you want to play it for more than two people.
And if you really wanted to be Princess Leia, they have One Deck Galaxy coming out.
Oh. Do they really?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if Princess
It's on
Leia's
pre-order,
but it's their thing. It's a thing. Yeah.
Huh. Well, I will say this. Normally, because I like this game a lot. Eric got me the expansion, and it does everything I hate about an expansion, and I'm so excited to play it. I don't like expansions that replace components to play it. That was my problem with Valley of the Kings. Is like, to play this, take out
these
all
cards.
of one set and add another set.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's a pain. Yeah,
it is a pain. In this one, it's each deck dungeon box, I guess, has certain cards they have, or at least in the base game, in the expansion, they have expansion symbols. And I haven't really read through all the way it works, but basically you're going to take away half the deck and add half the expansion deck or all the expansion deck. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of combine them in a way, but you don't just shuffle all of it together.
right.
Okay. Because that would be a really big...
It would
dungeon.
actually ruin the dungeon floors.
Right.
Yeah.
So normally I'm against that. I hate that. But I am looking pretty forward to it.
So
although...
Is it at random that you take out those cards?
No, I think you take out all the
Certain
expansion
cards.
symbol ones and put all the expansion symbols in.
Okay.
Like you take out like all of one symbol and put all of another symbol. The only other problem too is that the expansion seems to be the exact same difficulty climb. So you can't it's not like you're taking your characters on more
the next
adventures.
level,
yeah.
no.
You're going to replay the game with the expansion stuff.
Right.
Doesn't seem like the sort of thing you could easily house rule though.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like it'll be fine, but if they come out with another expansion that does the exact same thing, I'm probably done.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be very samey. The next expansion needs to progress harder
ramp
and harder.
stuff up.
Yeah, ramp stuff up, add something new, add a new mechanism or whatever. But it's fine doing it once. I feel like it's okay because it does add some stuff that has poison counters. There's new characters or all new abilities and stuff. So that's all new, but it is really the same game.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel the same way about Wingspan.
So also I'll say that a lot of people are saying that they play it within 30 minutes. That's really not the playtime that we've experienced. It's been more 45 minutes, an hour. So I'm not sure if that's because we're just going slowly and we're playing at 2 players.
You play 2-player and you discuss everything. So
yeah,
that's true. Our win ratio is really good. So take that,
right.
Internet.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people were also saying that it's brutal. But you haven't experienced that at all?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I have.
I've reread the rules 3 times now. And
okay.
it's like, I don't know. I mean, we were
really
better
good.
than you guys. Yeah. But
I'll also say there is one thing that there's some balance issues on your starting character, and supposedly that the ranger is kind of weak compared to the others. I think they've addressed that.
It's basic ability they start with.
Right. I think they addressed that and maybe changed it around.
But you also have Eric rolling dice, so.
I mean, that's why we're just blowing through it. Yeah.
There you go.
I think so.
You're welcome.
The game was a challenge. Thanks, Eric. We did lose the first game.
Oh, okay.
So
no, we got to the boss. Yeah, we failed on the boss.
Oh, I saw you do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Because
entertaining.
you didn't have the appropriate garb.
That's right.
And Eric was just a little rusty. He was rusty. He had to build up that the dice rolling. All right. Anything else? Any final thoughts with this one? I think.
No, I liked it. It'll be a good couples game. It'll be a good game to play, with your kids, and obviously, I guess a good solo game as well.
Apparently.
Let's ask it this. I mean, we haven't actually finished it. We have 1 or 2 bosses left.
I thought it was 2 or 3 bosses left.
No, I think we've killed 3 of them.
Okay.
And I can't remember if it was 5. The expansion has 6, but I can't remember if the base game has 5 or 6. So we have 2 or 3. I'm pretty sure it's 5. So then we have 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
And we only failed once.
That's right.
Maybe we are cheating. I don't know. But if you finish this game as a campaign, do you think you would play the base game again? Or does it feel like, oh, that's good?
I think for me, yeah, it's like I finished it up. And I might return to it after some time, but not right away, I don't think.
I agree with that 100%.
Once the campaign is done.
Other than the expansion, I would play the expansion with new characters or whatever.
Right.
What sort of game is it similar to, where you're rolling dice, you're placing those dice in order to succeed or fail? Is it sort of like an Elder Sign kind of feel, do you think? Or is it
No, I think it's an Elder Sign kind of feel. Although I guess it's kind of similar on the things that you're trying to do.
I think similarity-wise, what you're doing, we haven't played it yet, but it would be similar to Roll for Adventure, if you've ever seen how that game plays.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say Roll for Adventure by Cosmos would be the first game I can think of that's close to it. Essentially doing a lot of the same stuff.
But it has a similar feel. You like that one as well?
I haven't played it.
Oh, okay.
I have it. We need to play it.
We should play it.
Yeah. We should. Well, anyway.
Sounds good.
Anything else? I really like this game too. Yeah. I mean, obviously. I think Eric was surprised when I was like, this game was awesome.
All right.
I've watched you guys play it. The discussions are always interesting. Even the game where I watched you fail against the dragon, that was really nice. Like, you came close. It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun to watch. And the art is great.
Yes, it is great. And Eric was right. It's a small package, a lot of game.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, anyway, does it look good? Kat, you gonna play it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Right after the show. No. That was One Deck Dungeon. So we don't have a massive main topic, but we have Kat on the show, and we're gonna ask her questions.
Better than the main topic.
It's better than me. It's the meat of the show. You haven't been on the show. I always say the meat of the episode.
Yeah, don't be offended.
It's funny. That's another shirt we'll make. We're just going to have a bunch of food shirts.
I was going to say I'm juicy. I'm the juice on the meat.
That's the word. The word of the show.
Word of the day, yeah.
All right, so we're going to start off with the first one. And it's, how did you get into board games? Or, not from a kid's perspective, but from the newer board games and stuff.
Oh, like as an adult gamer.
Yes.
Okay, well.
Was that George's fault or was that anything else?
It was totally George.
It was me. Yeah.
About 5 years ago. And like you said, not to bring up the childhood stuff, but honestly, before George, the only games I ever played was Uno, dun dun dun, Chutes and Ladder, Monopoly.
Wait, you're saying you played Chutes and Ladders as an adult?
No, beforehand.
I did as a kid, but then as an adult when I was a daycare worker.
But that's fun though. That's fun.
Yeah, with little ones.
Yeah.
But, and then Quelf. Quelf was one that I played, I think maybe a year before I met you.
What about like Apples to Apples? Did you ever play anything like that? Or even Cards Against Humanity? That seems to be one that, even if people don't know board games exist, they're like, oh, I'll play Cards Against Humanity.
No.
That's cool. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I'm saying.
Fortunate, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fortunate, right? Because usually people are drunk, smoking pot, or doing something weird. It's like Cards Against Humanity is like the way that you could basically be racist and everybody's like cool with it,
or misogynistic, or
sexist, or
all these different things.
It's like, but it was Cards Against Humanity, and then afterwards you're like, I'm a gentleman.
I did grow up with aggravation.
Also, I hate Cards Against Humanity. So
yeah, so I don't know, but that's basically what I did before George.
What about the Pop-O-Matic Trouble game?
No,
you didn't play Trouble. So that means you didn't play Double Trouble.
No,
I haven't played Double Trouble.
You haven't played Double Trouble?
I don't think so.
It's Trouble.
Did you ever play any of those VCR games?
Like Sega and
Nightmare.
Nintendo and Mario Brothers 3, that kind of thing?
No.
Like Clue, the VCR game?
Yeah, like Clue or Nightmare.
Clue DVD game was actually all right.
Okay.
No. I was very sheltered growing up. Seriously. I was basically in a cult.
A cult that didn't allow board games. That's true.
Jehovah's Witness?
Fundamental Independent Baptist.
It's a long title.
That is a long title.
Yeah, it was a long lifetime
Say that
ago.
3 times fast.
Well, that brings me to the other thing then. Like, what other hobbies do you have then? Like, as an adult, even as a kid or whatever?
Okay, well, I'm a sign language interpreter. just like George. And so I know American Sign Language.
And Eric and I know a lot of cuss words.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. We
Thanks,
don't.
Kat.
That's hot. Let's see. I love singing. Haven't quite done it in front of a lot of people the past few years.
Now's your chance.
Oh yeah, this is your
Rubber
stage.
ducky. No.
Rubber ducky. You're the one.
We are also a music podcast.
Now,
We are.
That's true.
It is true.
That's what I've heard.
Lightly.
Right.
now, believe it or not, as
one in every 10
sheltered as I grew
episodes.
up in, I actually did do a lot of like movies and like from the 80s and 90s era, and I'm a Monkees fan. The
the
60s band.
Monkees.
Yeah. Hey. Let me see what else here. Like I said, I love performing arts. Growing up now, when I grew up, it was very sheltered. It was very limited of what we were able to act and perform. But as an adult, I started trickling into other things. And when I was getting out of what my childhood lifestyle was like, then I did expand more and learned a little bit more. And so I enjoy that. I love acting things out and role playing and singing. And I think my performing arts actually ties into my sign language skills and being an interpreter as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm a big cat person. I have tons of cats.
She's been distracted by my cats.
Yes, very much so. And I have
They're fluffy.
two of my own that I claim, and I have 3 that I've been fostering and have not found homes for, if anybody's looking.
And she has an entire neighborhood of others
That
outside.
come around.
Yes.
Do they just find your house? Is that how it works?
Well, it's not hard when you have cat food, like ringing it.
Oh.
I'm a cat beacon. I really am. Before even the cat food was put out on there, it was, I would go to gas stations and there'd be like in the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden a cat would appear and be begging for me. You know, it's
Take
just
me home.
Yeah.
it's just how it is. And, you know, my name is Cat. So,
And
yeah.
you draw them in with your bell.
I do.
your last name.
Ha ha. Saved by the Bell. Yeah. And so I recently started up working for Katie's Promise Rescue Organization, and I've actually found 3 cats a permanent home elsewhere.
Awesome.
And help out with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So are you excited about the new show that the people from the Big Bang Theory are making that's based on the cat placed in Louisville?
I have not heard of that.
You know what I'm talking about? We had it on the news
yeah.
a while back. What's the cat place in Louisville? It's like a cat. You can just
Cafe.
go.
Oh, the Cat Cafe. Yes, actually, no, I have heard of it. I've been there once. I was there last year during my spring break. I went there and got to pet a few cats, and it's $10, and it goes to help these,
Yeah.
you know, animals and creatures. And the snacks are really good too. The cake pops are awesome.
Yeah. Well, Jim Parsons, I think his name is, the guy that plays Sheldon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch Big Bang Theory?
I have in the past.
Okay. Well, him and Mayim, I don't remember her last name. The girl that plays his girlfriend in the show.
Yeah, yeah. She was also like Blossom. It shows you my age,
Sure.
but
Well, she's going to star in it, and he's like producing it or something, and it's a new show coming out, and it's based off that cat cafe. I think it even takes place in Louisville.
Are they shooting it here?
I don't know if they're shooting it here, but they should, because it takes place in Louisville, apparently.
Right.
But I think it is.
I think that's grand. Yeah.
Yeah. The name of the show is like her character's name, I think. It's been many episodes since we talked about this, and I have not followed up with it at all.
Me either.
Look through them all.
Meow either.
So is this actually like on cable, or is this like on Netflix, or?
I don't know. But it's going to be a TV series somewhere. I'm sure it's going to be on some streaming service.
Yeah.
Well, then Ireland is also a part of me. Not as much as it is with George, but I'm getting there. As a teenager, I realized part of me is Irish and Scottish and Welsh, and a little bit of German and Native American, believe it or not. And so I did an essay on Ireland, and I fell in love. And it's been a dream of mine to go to Ireland since I was a teenager, and that was over a score ago. But it's taken
29,
me
it was 10 years.
And I'm actually going to be able to go this summer now.
Summer, yeah.
I'm, I was vicariously living through George every time he's been. But now I actually get to go with him this time. So I am ecstatic. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
Time.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Eric, have you been outside the U.S.?
Yes.
Other than
not to
Canada
Ireland.
and Mexico. We don't count those. I mean, they're like outside the North America.
Used to live in Germany.
Oh,
South
that's
Korea.
right. Never mind. I knew all this
Yeah.
crap. What am I talking about?
My dad
Well, I
was in
guess
the
it's-
army, so
it was
we
a
moved around.
pointed question for the podcast, but keep going.
I mean, I think those are the only two places outside the U.S. We've been. So Germany and South Korea.
Cool.
So when were you in Germany?
Well, my brothers were born there, and that was what was it, 1982.
So you were really young.
I was like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't go to Essen.
No, not that I remember. It would have been good visit, but no, I did not.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever been outside the North American continent is 2014, I believe it was. We went to the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
I've been to Canada multiple times, been to Mexico a couple times. So
And I've been to Mexico once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really count those because it really is just crossing the border. I just meant like flying over the ocean somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So you've been exposed to probably an interesting amount of games and differing games. I think a lot. What maybe I'm just speculating here, but a lot of people they'll get their people they hang out with and stuff to play games that they think that they would be their skill level or be their like in the wheelhouse of what they might like based on their childhood. It seems like George probably like, we're playing whatever, let's play this.
We're playing
Omni
In
gamers.
the beginning,
yeah.
it actually was like that. I was thrown into the lion's den.
That's awesome.
But another interesting aspect of gaming too, and I haven't mentioned this yet, is I love art. And I know George several times have already spoken up like, this game, I love the art in it. And a lot of times he and I have similar taste. And I agree, like just the box on a game will intrigue me enough to, I'll be like, hey, what do you think about this one? Or this looks pretty cool. Or, just from the art that would, as somebody who was a novice 5 years ago, that would help pull me in.
Oh, yeah.
I would say Melissa still doesn't appreciate my wall of games, but I'm like, it's artwork to me. It's like, look at these games.
Look at my games. I pull them all out so they're all even, like a flat. It's like a frame of pictures.
Right.
You did well.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you do
that's
that, Eric?
tricky.
Even amounts. Not so much so, but yeah.
You should do it. You do it and they'll be like, look, Melissa, it looks like art and it looks so much better. It does.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, mine are not like that at all. It's a disaster.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just wherever they land?
Yeah. Trying to keep it in some kind of order and then knowing where to find a game is so difficult.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, anyway, back to Kat here. So since you've been thrown into a multitude of games and did all kinds of games, like what are your obviously at the end of this little thing, we're going to do you have a top 10 favorite game list and stuff we're going to go through. But what are your favorite types of games? Like what type of mechanisms or style of games do you like the most?
Themes.
Or themes or, well, I don't know. Leave themes to last. I mean,
Okay.
because
The types of mechanisms.
Yeah.
then.
yeah.
I would say
She hasn't played Cat Tower yet, so.
I have not. Uh-oh.
I have that one. We can play it.
All right. My birthday's this weekend.
I'm gonna keep it, but we could play it.
Wow. I feel the love.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I would say right off the bat, I really like games that have like the art, and I like animal games. I like, that's what pulls me in first. But I found out I'm really strong with resourcing
Oh,
and deck building.
Okay. So like
And-
gathering a bunch of resources and then using them to buy things and stuff like that? Like a resource management?
Yes. I at first, when I started playing all these games and I really did not have the self-confidence in it and was very unsure. And I just wanted to please everybody. And was, I just wanted to please George, in the beginning,
Really?
And,
Not anymore.
Because you saw it, it's like, yeah. Now it's like, this game sucks, George. I don't want to play it.
So a lot of times, no. There is one thing I will say.
I will crush you.
There is one thing I will say when George and I first started dating that I did not do, and I still will not do, is trivia games.
That's true. And it's so disappointing to me because I love those.
There are some good trivia games now, though.
No.
A lot of bad ones.
That's true.
There's a lot of bad ones, but the newer type of trivia games are actually pretty decent.
There's some really good ones.
I don't care for trivia games. And like I said, I grew up very sheltered. So there's some things where I'm like, hey, I can spit off answers like that. And then there's a whole area where I'm like, and so what I used to do is I would pretend to fall asleep to get out of playing the trivia games.
I'm so tired.
And
did you know this before right now, George?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It wasn't subtle.
Oh, you're playing a trivia game? I'm really tired.
I'm pretty sleepy.
I mean, that's not to say when we play games on Friday nights, I do have a bedtime. I work 2 jobs. So I'm usually Cinderella. And when midnight comes around, I'm pretty dead around midnight.
Yeah.
But if I can force myself to stay awake till 2:30, then I can be up till 6. Basically, that's how I am. But no, when we would play trivia games, it would be like around midnight or around my dead hour.
Yeah, we would play too late. Probably.
And
that is exactly what we do. And then I'm like, I would have liked this game better if I was awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot. That's just the way it is when you have so many games, you don't have enough time to play them.
Yeah.
Right.
You push it.
But
I found like there would be games I would avoid. There's some that I would like force myself to play and pretend I liked for him, for his sake, or for whoever I was playing with, whether it was him or not him.
Were there some that you forced yourself to play and then you figured out, I do actually like it?
Yes. And that was when I first started realizing, hey, I'm pretty good with resourcing. Hey, I'm pretty good with this deck building. I think I got this down, and it started becoming more and more enjoyable for me. And so now I'm ecstatic when we play those kind of games. I might be a little awkward at first, but then I would actually consider myself a good player by the end of it. I may come around and surprise you all, and that's without a Pegasus.
Yeah.
And co-op games is another one of my faves I like, because I like how everybody has their own strong points. And like you said, there are some games where you feel like there's just one player that will outplay everybody, and you kind of just have to like, I give up, let them do their thing. But
Eric.
but with co-op, it's like everybody comes together, unless there is a traitor, Tim. And
whoops.
Always.
and then I'm horrible as a traitor. I am
Those are some of your least favorite games.
Yes.
Traitor games? Oh,
I know.
so
It's
good.
so sad, yeah.
And a big part of it is because I'm not very good at being a traitor. I do not have a poker face. I am an open book.
I know.
Well, it might be different too if you play the same game a bunch of times and then you were the traitor. Because I think sometimes you're thrown into it with a game, and like you were saying, maybe you don't ramp up with the game very fast. And in certain games, in those first couple of rounds, you almost need to make really good decisions as a traitor to not be found out.
That's very true.
So it's a hard role to play for your first playthrough of a game. Much easier to play it as a normal character and then play as a traitor after you played it a few times, typically.
Right. Try to look at it as you're using your acting skills.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true. I usually hide, I'll be honest with you. I usually hide the fact that I'm a traitor, because usually it's a game that I'm explaining. And then when I say rules and stuff, it's like, well, this is just fact. I mean, it's in the book. And this is, it's like, so I'm acting because I'm just being the moderator, sort of. So it's kind of fun.
It works for you.
Yeah, it does work for me. But I mean, I like being the traitor anyway.
I try to play dumb when I'm the traider as well.
I didn't know I could do. I wasn't supposed to do that.
What?
No, I already did it. Now,
I have to say that is one card I do pull when I'm the traitor, because a lot of times, like I said, I'll pretend like I'm the newbie and
right.
I'm at an intermediate level, so I have no clue what I'm doing, especially the first couple of rounds, and then when I'm the traitor, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing or whatnot, and they're like, wait, you said a Zep. That was a sabotage move. Are you a traitor? I'm like, no, I don't know what I'm doing.
And that's when we find out. That's when we catch you.
But a lot of times that is like a 50-50 thing, though. I may or may not know what I'm doing. And then
Well, cool. It's been awesome having you come. Like, our gaming group didn't have females in it for a while. And until we started doing it at Eric's house, and then, Melissa was joining us more and more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, for a while there, we were switching back and forth. And so it's nice to have, females play with us. This sounds really weird. I'm just saying it's cool because it's like,
because of the garb.
It's more like, it's like different perspectives.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because even my wife has like massively different tastes than I do. Mm-hmm. And it's really hard to play games with a wife because typically she's watching the kids while I'm doing this. And so it's just, I don't know, it's nice. Really, it's nice to have more people anyway.
Right.
Yeah, that really enjoy playing games. That's the big thing. And that's the other thing is I don't feel like you feel like you're drug into this.
No, I'm actually, like I said, in the beginning, I was thrown into it and I was a fish out of water at first in the beginning, and I was totally depending on everybody around me just to teach me how to play.
But you wanted to be there, though.
But I wanted to be there. And now, I have an enjoyment to be there. I have a craving to be there. There's times when I don't come on game nights and I miss you guys. And I miss playing certain games. And I'm like, oh, they play
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So it's like I consider myself, I am a gamer now. I might not be a pro gamer, but I am a gamer.
Yeah, but what's a pro gamer?
Yeah, we're not pro gamers. And there are times when I don't make it to game night and you go, without me.
Yeah, I still go without
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I do have one question though. In the beginning, at least, which I'm banking no. Did you ever pull the punches at all when you're playing certain games?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing George's shirts. There was that one shirt. It was like, oh man, it was, the shirt I'm talking about.
I do. Yeah. It says, actually Kat made this shirt.
Oh, does she? Okay.
There are no relationships in gaming.
Right.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
I do agree with that.
That gets set aside when we start the game.
Yeah. But, and now it does, but I won't lie. There are games that I particularly like this game, and I don't want it to be a brutal experience.
Oh, yeah.
The first time I play this game, because I think I'll never get to play it again.
Right.
I had to do that a lot when I was playing like old school CCGs or like miniature games because it's all 1v1 competitive stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, you should play this game with me. I played it for 10 years, but let's try it.
You're going to have no chance, but let's play it.
Yeah, well, I just destroyed you. Did you like it?
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
It's sort of like people who demo games at conventions,
But you know what? There's been times where I've actually
turn the tables
Absolutely. On him, and I had really beat him, and he's like, I could tell it's legit because his expression, he'll get really quiet for a second.
You just dominated me.
I just died a little inside.
And that's when I'm like, yeah, let's play this again.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's true.
Well, cool. Anything else you want to say? We'll do your top 10 list if you want.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
I want to know myself.
Oh yeah, you're not in on this? You don't know it?
Not specifically, no.
Oh, cool. This would be fun. So
I could tell you probably what most of them would be, but I wouldn't know the order.
I got you.
Yeah, and they're probably not in order. To tell you the truth.
Well, at least maybe is 1, 2, and 3 pretty set.
Top 1, 2, and 3.
Is number 1 your absolute favorite game?
Tim's house is on fire. You can only grab 3 games.
I guess so. We can make it that way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your number 10?
Let me see. Number 10. I have some circled here. I would say.
I think she has 10 games.
No. Here, I got to say this real quick, is I commend you guys on this podcast and doing it, because there's times where George and I would be a sounding board for him when he's trying to come up with, what themes or topics you guys are going to do. And you guys have a list of 10 things or whatnot. And
it's worth doing top 5.
He has like 35, and he has to narrow it down to 10. And I'm thinking, it's because you've been playing for so many years,
right?
But now it's on me, and I'm in the hot seat, and I'm like, I got 15. And I'm thinking, where do I go from there? How do you break it down to 10? Oh my God.
It's rough.
I think sometimes George is going to show up and like have less hair. And one day it's going to happen. He's going to pull it out like, there's too many games.
Yeah. I need 2 top 10s.
Yeah.
This one was particularly hard today. We have a top 5 coming up soon.
Yeah.
Particularly difficult for me, but
oh, really?
Eventually I just chose some.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll start off with this one. It's Mechs and Minions.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Now, this one I haven't got a chance to play, but heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, it's so good. We played this one together and played the whole campaign all the way through.
Yes. And it was so great. I love the little miniatures that are in it. I love the role playing and playing your character. And you use a phone app while you're on it. So it brings in technology while you're doing it as well.
They have voiceover and
oh, really?
I didn't know that part. That's awesome.
Yeah.
They have fantastic components.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only board game they've made, isn't it? And they
so far, I think they might
be.
Yeah, they consulted Tom Vassell on it too. I think.
Shut up and sit down. Actually,
maybe
both.
Tom,
actually, both. Okay.
Yeah, it was all in secret. He couldn't talk about it.
Oh, okay. No, that was very smart of them to do.
Oh yeah,
got some great advice because it turned out really well.
Number 9.
I would say Istanbul.
Oh, okay.
The dice game.
Not constant. No. I ruined it.
It's the one we played at Sean and Sierra's house one evening, and it's.
Oh, it was the full game.
It's the full game.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know that was a long one, but oh my God, it had a lot. It was part of my strength of be able to gathering resources and collecting things, and everybody gets to focus on their individual stuff, but yet we're all playing it together. And it was one of the very first ones I played that I actually did very well on, and it was a confidence booster for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you really like the thing where you lay down the path of your little guys and pick them up and move them.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was fun. Yeah,
that's a good game. Yeah,
and close to that would be, I guess, number 8 is Targi. Is that how you pronounce it?
Targi. 2-player game.
Yes.
Yeah.
They just announced they're bringing the expansion in English.
White wrong.
Is that what it's called?
Not in English, no.
Oh.
No.
But yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's going to be released locally.
We have the expansion. I got it from Essen, and
Oh, really?
we've never played it.
Oh, wow.
Not the expansion one, then.
No, we haven't.
Wow. Okay. Well, the thing is, with this one is you're collecting the rice, you're collecting dates, and you're collecting salt. And I blew George away with it when we played it.
That's why we've never played the expansion.
George was like, never again.
And the thing is, the next date night that we had, I had a little sack bag for him, and it had dates in it and salt.
She's rubbing it in, like,
That's all.
You forgot to collect these.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got stomped.
He did.
It's a good game, though. So.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it. We played on tabletop.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I own it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I would like them to maybe come out with maybe a newer edition with
Better art?
Yeah, better arts.
It's just very beige.
Yeah, and
Beige.
blandish. Yeah, so.
All right. The next one I would say would be Horrified.
Number 7.
Number 7, I actually own this one now. And
Nice.
I'm very big on old black and white movies and classic horror flicks.
Like she really
I
is.
really am. And
Oh.
Abbott and Costello, oh my God. And so when this game first came out and had all the classic monsters in it, I was like, oh, George, let's do this. And he's like, okay. And I sucked at it. I mean, we played it like 2 or 3 times now, and every single time the monster targets me always. Always, because there's certain monsters in there that will pick a character.
The Wolfman, the Mummy.
The Wolfman and the Mummy.
Yeah.
And you get like the emblem that, that draws them to you.
Right.
Every single time that we play this, they have come after me.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter like which character I was or what, it just happened to be like the way you played roll your dice, Tim. And that's how it is for me. But I still love this game. I mean, the first time around, I was like, what? Come on now. But I do. And we played it, 3 times? Mm-hmm. And we beat it twice. No. I think we failed once. Right? Or maybe it's the other way around. We failed twice and we beat it once.
I don't even know that we beat it. Did we beat it?
Oh, you brought it over and we beat it then.
Yeah. Then, but not when we were playing it.
Not as 2 players.
As a 2-player, we did not, I don't think.
As one time we did.
Really?
But we barely. I mean, it was by the skin of our teeth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like this one.
If you use this little app, you can go back in time and figure it out.
But again, this is another game that has, a lot of characters in it. It has role playing in a way that you get to actually become part of the story.
Every game Kat plays is.
It is.
Snake him in the heart.
All right, what's your number 6?
Let me see here. I guess I would have to say Robinson Crusoe.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's not cool. First Martian.
No, not First Martian. Yeah.
That one we were up for like 4 hours straight, 6 hours straight or something. And we just
it was all night.
Yeah. Oh. And we couldn't stop.
Scenario after scenario.
Robinson Crusoe Mystery Island.
No. Oh yeah. It's like the progressive one.
The campaign.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tremendous.
It was tremendous. It was fun. It was intriguing. It was challenging.
Is it replayable?
Sure.
Like it's not, you don't learn anything
that would matter your second playthrough.
Is it just like a scenario after scenario? You bring stuff each time?
No, I think there are certain things you would learn that could help you. So you'd get better at it as you go.
It would be easier the second time.
It would be slightly easier.
It's not like a legacy game where you spoil it by playing it once and knowing the story or whatever.
No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, yes, knowing the story is a thing that you do as you go through it. But it's still difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you take into consideration having the knowledge as to what you might want to do first or prioritize, you can still, because it's a co-op, with so many levers to pull, you could house rule it to make it more difficult in other ways.
Okay.
So I think it has replayability for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. We played the base game twice, I think. Both times, like the intro. But, would love to
we keep
get it back to the table.
Get firewood.
Oh, no, yeah.
Get firewood, yeah.
Get firewood.
Yeah, build a fire signal.
So many of those. No, I love that game. I've played it.
I
so
liked
many
it.
of those scenarios. It's one of my top games.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's your number 5?
Rainstones. That was one we recently been playing, and I love that one. It's fun. It's the art in it is tremendous, I would say. And the first time George beat me, like he was halfway across everything. He was right on it.
It was revenge for Target.
But it was so much so intriguing to me and exciting for me to play that I was willing to play it again, even though he was like way past, he was in the throne and I was still like on marker number 33. And we played it another time, right? How many times have we played it? 2 or 3 times now?
3, I think, yeah.
3. And by the 3rd time, I passed him.
Oh yeah, she's killing me now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's so great. And it's one that I think is better with the more people that are playing it together. Mm-hmm. It's fun playing as a 2-player, which we have. But over New Year's, we were able to play it with a couple of others. And it was fun. It's so enjoyable.
I've only played the prototype, but it's...
Yeah, Tim got to try it out. He said good things about it.
Oh, yeah. I'll pick this one up for sure.
Yeah.
You should.
Number 4.
Let's see. Number 4, paperback.
Okay.
Yeah, a word game. And me as being a facilitator of communication and being an interpreter, it's nice to be able to do word games here and there and to build words. And it's exciting for me and it's fun. And it was one, let me say, that I actually played at 1 a.m. And my bedtime's at midnight.
This just gave me a great idea. Like, because you're talking about the
word
interpreting.
Games at 1.
No. Check us out. What's that Spies game we played? The Awkward Spy.
Right.
What's it called?
I think it's Shifty Eyes.
Shifty-Eyed Spies. A game like that, but for sign language and trying to sign to other people without other people seeing your signs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know if that would work.
absolutely. Why not?
I don't know. I guess you could just play that game and not talk, but
That's true, but you could have really subtle sort of facial signs and things,
yeah.
Oh.
you know.
Oh, yeah.
We both did the same thing.
Fair enough. So yeah, I haven't played paperback, but it looks, I've heard good things about it. I've heard good things about hardback too.
We both just signed "I got you" to each other.
Oh.
That's funny.
Eric and I are like, derp.
So I would guess the next one,
Number 4.
number 4, would be Dungeon Pets.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Matt likes this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Do you have this?
I do not. I got Dungeon Lords.
Oh, that's
And
right.
Matt has
played
Dungeon
Pets. Yeah.
And that's when we played early on, when I was learning to become
When you
a
were
gamer,
thrown into
and I was thrown into it. And
That was like good one to throw it into.
That was serious. Yeah.
You never played a game before? Okay.
There you go.
and he did talk me through it, him and a couple of the other players that we were with, and it was one that I held my own. And I enjoyed it. I love the pets idea and being a cat owner and a cat lady. And,
Yeah.
you know, so it pulled all the strings for me. So,
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's a great game.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to play that then.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
It's much different than Lords, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we have to play it.
Okay. Number 3
It's a top 10 game ever.
Really?
Maybe top 5.
for you.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, I just lost it. I had it circled. Oh, Dawn of Peacemakers.
That's your number 3.
Oh,
That's
wow.
my number
Okay.
3 so far.
Wow.
Shock.
Yeah.
I was like shocked. George is surprised on this. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because we just played it.
Yeah, I didn't realize it went over that well. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No, it wasn't that one. It was right above that one.
That was terrible.
Yeah. What was I
It
thinking?
was by the same.
Psych, that game sucks.
Della Merchants, which is
Okay.
it's
Oh, okay.
it's
In the same
kind of
realm.
from that. It's in the same realm.
It's the same
and that's
designer.
why because I
Yeah.
had them right next to each other was
Okay.
But Della Merchants is one of my biggest faves, and we played it so many times. And I love the raccoons because they play dirty, and I'm not one that plays dirty.
You don't like the sloths?
I love this.
Has she played with the sloths? Have you played with the sloths?
Every time.
Every time.
Oh, every time.
It's an auto in.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but the ones
We'll
I
actually just
remember
hang out for later. It's awesome.
is the raccoons because of the fact that I'm not a dirty player. I'm clean cut as they come. And
Like, when you mean that, like, you don't like to take that to other people?
yes, I am not like that at all.
I thought you meant like,
And-
sometimes it's just palm cards. And still a little extra. 2 for me, 1 for you, even though it wasn't my turn.
Yeah. Do you remember that? Sorry, just
George
real
taught
quick.
me well.
Just to interject real quick. Have you ever played the old Steve Jackson game Illuminati?
I played it probably back in 2002 or 3 or whatever. It's an old game too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have these little chits for money. These little gold bars, but they're tiles. They're little tiny tiles. And there's a faction in the game that is allowed to cheat. As long as you don't get caught, you're allowed to cheat.
That's like the one character from Cosmic Encounter.
Yes. It's the same idea. And every time I've ever been that character, I've won by landslides because
Good at cheating.
I'm really good at just collecting that money without people seeing it.
It's such a dumb mechanism.
It's so good. Okay, sorry, but
No, that's fine. But to kind of go off on that, because of Della Merchants is like right there with the other one that I mentioned, the Dawn of Peacemakers. Dawn of Peacemakers, we had just played it, and we played the first round.
just
right?
the first scenario. Yeah.
Just the first scenario, and it's going to rank right up there with Della Merchants. I have a feeling.
Sweet.
Yeah. So if you guys ever get a chance to play it, give it a go.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Number 2.
Number 2 would be Seasons.
Ah, yes.
Seasons. I just picked up that and the 2 expansions like recently.
Yeah.
I have the expansions as well.
Nice.
And that's like the
You have everything for it.
right, but was that the very first game I've owned?
Yep.
Yeah, it was my very
Oh, wow.
first game.
That was
Not
the
a
first
bad
one
one
you
to
got.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just shows you how much I love it. And there were so many compartments to it, and what you have to do in it, and each and every part I enjoyed. the cards on it, the creatures, the artwork in it, and then the rolling of the die and the seasons that you go through and you're collecting things and collecting abilities and you have all these different choices. And there's a lot that goes into this game, but it's one, like I said, it's my number 2. It's my fave and I own it. So
it also rewards multiple plays for sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. That's very true.
May have to sneeze.
Stand by.
Maybe not. Keep going. Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Okay. Cat Lady. Of
My
course,
sneeze
I'm the
keeps
cat
coming and
lady.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So let's play Cat Lady. And I
Nice.
think, Eric, you and I
We
played
did.
Cat Lady together, and it was the very first time I played it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. And I didn't do so well, but
Did Eric crush you?
With the cats.
Allison did. My friend, we were actually, when I first met you and Eric and Tim, well, you guys were hosting things at an Irish pub.
O'Shea's.
And-
Yep.
Yes,
O'Shea's, yeah.
O'Shea's. And George and I went there once. And then there was another time that you guys had this invitation and George wasn't able to come down and make it. So I really wanted to go, but I didn't feel like going by myself. So I had my friend Allison, and she was a coworker.
I remember
and a
that.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she is not a gamer. That was like,
And y'all played Cat Lady?
we played Cat Lady. Well, we played
Why
several
can't I think of
different
this
ones.
game?
I think you didn't play it, and I think they brought it.
Oh,
with them.
okay.
And it was a gift for me because I'm the well-known the cat lady.
Yeah.
And so it was a gift and I hadn't played it yet. And so I went ahead and brought it with me and she came as well. And she's not a gamer. And this was her first experience. And
Oh, well.
she whipped us into shape, didn't she?
She did. She
Yeah.
did good.
Yeah. So that would be one of my honorable mentions.
Do you have any more of those, or do you want to do your number 1?
Oh, I have several on here, but they're all scribbled and I'm trying to find it.
That's fine.
There's several games that I can recall the names, and George texted me earlier today of what the names were, and I didn't have time to write them down. I'm like, the zombie game. And he's like, there's like hundreds of zombie games. I'm like, but that one.
That one with the
said the one
shotgun.
The one where you killed zombies.
Mansions of Madness is one that George doesn't really care for, but
don't.
but
Oh, are you talking
I
about second
enjoy.
edition, first
Yes.
edition, second?
Either one.
Oh, okay.
Blasphemy. Well, let's go ahead and just move on to your number 1 then.
All right, you ready for my number 1?
Drum roll. Hold on. Alexa, give us a drum roll.
Okay.
No.
So stupid.
That's juicy. All right. It's one that is out of print and it's very special to me. And it's the very first game I did beat George at. And it is called Emu Ranchers.
What is it?
Have you heard of it?
No ranchers.
It is a ladder card game.
What? Say it.
Emu.
Oh,
Ranchers.
Emu. Sorry.
Emu
Ranchers.
Adventures.
Emu,
Okay.
Emu the
Emu.
bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. This would be an obscure game. There's,
Mhm.
I think, only 190 some
I should have just
people.
picked it up. You told me about it one.
Oh, it's really good.
I was like, oh, it's on eBay for like $8 or something.
Oh, no. And you
There was like
get
one
it?
copy. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you should.
GG, Eric.
This game, for me, well, for Kat and I both, I would say, is
I should have had coffee like you all. Wouldn't it? I chose poorly.
it is a game that kills Lost Cities.
Oh, okay.
It's a ladder game like Lost Cities, but it kills it.
Oh, okay.
I like
cool.
Lost City, so.
I do too. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Lost Cities.
Yeah.
And our very first Valentine's Day, we went and played this together and I skunked them.
So wait, you remember it not because it was Valentine's Day, but just because you beat me.
Yeah.
That's
First game.
First game. Favorite game ever at this point. That's cool, though.
But it was one of the ones that I was still learning how to play games. I was still like, what is this whole
What are these
world
mechanisms
about?
and-
what do you do here? And it was one that's had a lot going on with it. But it didn't take me long to catch on, and I was able to play it well.
Yep.
And it was at a very special time. And
Is it a 2-player game?
It is.
It is.
Okay.
It is, yeah. So that's
Sweet.
my number 1.
That's a good one.
Nice.
That's awesome. All right, so I guess we're going to move on to our final topic. And that final topic is our top 5 obscure games you've never heard of. Kat just went through our top 10 list. If you're watching the videos, this is a separate video. So go and check out the other video that's part of this episode 89, where Kat goes over her top 10 favorite games. And I guess you could chime in. Did you make one of these at all? Did she?
No, I did not.
The obscure list, no. But one of her top games could easily be on the obscure list.
That's fair. That's fair.
Emu Ranchers.
Ranchers? Adventures?
Ranchers. Like farmer.
Oh, I could not hear it all, apparently. All right.
Farmer of emus.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't put a massive requirement on what we could put on this list, but the main thing would be if it had a really low amount of ratings on Board Game Geek. There's really not really a good way to.
I kind of skirted that a little bit.
Eric, 7 Wonders.
Eric, you skirt everyone we do.
That's true. That is true.
I skirted some a lot, but I've never heard of them outside of me owning it. So I would say that's pretty obscure.
It's like I own it. No one else has talked about it, but it has 8,000 ratings.
Well, 2,700, but yeah.
What? I try to pick stuff that was like 250 or less. Maybe 300. Okay. Well, anyway,
I was like, that game. There's a reason why some of these games only have low ratings. I was like, I ain't putting that on my list.
Well, if it's bad, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not trying to pick obscure games you never heard of that are terrible. These are ones that we would probably say you would check out.
Yeah.
Or maybe even purchase.
Right.
So
yeah, they have to be decent.
Yeah.
Not our favorite games.
Yeah. They're not good.
Right. Well, some of them. I like some of these.
They are good.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah. All right. Let's start with George.
Okay. The first one on my list is called Festival of 1,000 Cats. And this is probably the most well-known of the games on my list. This is a trick-taking game, and you have cards that have cats on them, and the cats are fishing or cooking fish, doing things with fish. They're collecting fish symbols on the cards. So when you play them, they have a certain number of fish symbols. And some of them have bird symbols, which you don't want because the birds will take your fish. So when you win a trick, you get the number of fish that come with the trick. But also, there are cards that have sake on them. And you want to get sake. You want to get a certain amount of sake because it's also points. But if you become drunk, you spill all your fish. So if you get too much sake, you get no fish.
It makes sense.
And there's a number of clever things about the game. One of them being that low cards win part of the trick and high cards win the other part of the trick. So the lowest card will win the second lowest card, and the highest card will win the second highest card out of the trick. So each trick is really split in half.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And
that is one thing I like about Jiraku is that low cards are still good as high cards.
Yes.
So
definitely. And everyone has a chart that shows you all the cards in the game and what is on each of them. So you can count cards ahead. You can know what's going on. It's not a random trick taking, I just did this. I don't know what I'm doing. Like you really have to think about what you're doing. And when you play cards, the two that win the trick, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it's one of these, the two that win the trick, each card has a season on it. So the 2 seasons that win the trick as well are not available to be played in the next round.
Okay.
So then you have to play a card in another season, and that just gives it another level of thought. And of course, there's entirely charming artwork of cats drinking sake and eating fish, and it's amazing.
Of course.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
actually remember playing this.
Festival of 1,000 Cats. Did you like this one?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Didn't make my 10 list, but...
Oh. Well, it doesn't make my top 10 either. But as an obscure game, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, what's your number 5?
All right. So number 5 for me is Sherlock Deluxe. It only has 45 ratings, but later I figured out, hey, it's from Sherlock, which has 557 ratings, which I'll still say is kind of obscure.
That still is kind of low.
Yeah, of course, if you don't have kids, it's more of a kid's game. It's let's say deduction, kind of memory type of game. So you're putting out these cards face down, kind of like in a circle. And as you move this Sherlock dog around these cards, you guess what's, you're not guessing. Hopefully you know what's underneath, of that certain card. And you're like, all right, that one is a shoe. You turn it over. If it's a shoe, it stays up. All the cards have a number and I believe a direction where you're going to go around this, the cards. And then you're going to move this dog to that new card and you're going to guess what that card is. And you keep on doing that until, hopefully you get to a card that you land on a card that is face up. Once you do, you gain that as a point. And once you get like 6 points, then you win the game. But it's a great game to play with young kids as well. It's one of the early games that we played with Benny. And I think he was 4 years old when we started playing that with him.
Nice.
And
that's tremendous, yeah.
it is, it was kind of really surprising on how much of the stuff that he can remember. It was like, wow, it was surprising. Like, you remembered, like, I forgot how many cards there are out at any given time, say 9 cards, and he's able to remember like 5 or 6 of them.
Sometimes for pure memory, children are better.
Oh yeah. He was so good. So anyway,
that's a good choice.
That's my number 5.
I like that one. That one,
I think I ended up picking it up on.
You did because I recommended it.
Yeah,
I was like,
you did.
Yeah, you need to pick that up.
Oh,
Yeah,
now that
that's good.
Theron's 4, I'll try it out with him.
Yeah,
that was the first game that I've ever played with somebody who has an eidetic memory, and they just broke the game. They just knew everything all the time.
All the time, yeah.
I've never met anyone like that. It was astonishing.
Wow.
Yeah.
My number 5, I think this one has the most ratings out of all the games on my list, and it's like under 300. But it's Farlight. It's a game that I've been trying to get George to play.
Mm-hmm. I want to play it.
So this game, I think it might have been the first game published by Starlight Games, the same people that did Everdell. Where they used to be Game Salute, I believe, and then they moved on to this.
They used to be Game Salute?
Yeah. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the whole history. I'm going to get
I was going to say, I was like, they came a long way.
Maybe some of the people, yeah. So I don't know why this game hasn't blown up a little bit more because of Everdell and just maybe people don't care about the publisher and what other games they have. I don't know.
Well, there are a lot of people who don't like Game Salute. Let's just say that.
So I don't know. Let's retract that. I don't know if that's true. This is what I remember, and I didn't look it up before the podcast.
Okay.
Either way, Farlight is a great game that it has a bidding mechanism. And if you were listening to the podcast before when we talked about Lockup, the game by Thunderworks Games in the role player universe, this is very similar in the kind of bidding mechanism that you're doing, where some of them are in this game. All your stuff is face down and you're kind of like bluffing on where you're going to bid for, and you're bidding for these components to build a ship. And this ship is kind of put together similar to Galaxy Trucker.
Yeah. I was just looking for that.
I was like
kind of gives you that vibe. It's better.
It does.
Better than Galaxy Trucker.
Right. And then you try to go on these missions and get, it's not better than, I don't know about all that.
I tricked you.
It is a more, but it's really fun. I really like it.
No, I do too.
Yeah. It's a really fun game. And I reviewed it. If you are interested, we talked about it on the podcast at one point, and I also have a Dice Tower review if you want to check it out. But I don't know. I expected this one to be less obscure.
I did too.
I would say out of all my games on my list, this is the one I really hope gets more popularity. But it's been out for like 2 years, and then the board gaming world is dead. So, George, number 4.
My number 4 is like that too. I was shocked to see how few ratings there were for this one. And it's called Maya. This is an abstract puzzle game where you have 9 sets of, I guess, maybe 6 or 7 level high pyramids or ziggurats on your board. So 3x3. And they're all different colors. So 9 different colors in the game. They're all mixed up. And then on your turn.
Are the colors definable?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, you can tell them apart for sure.
We've always made fun of Monuments by Mayfair Games, and it has like 8 colors, and it's like 2 shades of each one.
No, this is very clearly different. That's good. No, they did a great job with it. So they're these plastic ziggurats, and they're all mixed up of different levels of color. And your job, what you're trying to do, is get a ziggurat of an entire color by moving the pieces around. When you move a piece, you have to move everything that's on top of it. So whatever level you pick up, you're picking up that whole chunk, and you're switching it with an adjacent, orthogonally adjacent one at the same level. And when you can make one all of the same color, then you get to put one of your pieces, white or black, on top of it. And that scores for you. But there's complicating factors. There's I think it's called a raven stand or something like that. I don't know. It's like a flag that moves around the board and you move it yourself at the end of your turn. And if it's something adjacent to that, it can't be moved. So you're in control of that.
Yeah.
So you can sort of force your opponent to do certain things that would be more helpful to you maybe than it would to them. It is one of the thinkiest, most fun abstracts for 2 players. And it can be done for 4 players as well, where you're playing in teams. And I think it's tremendous. And only 44 people have rated it. It's a hidden gem.
Wow.
Absolute hidden gem. Maya.
Dope.
I'd like to
I'll
try
check
that
it out.
one out, yeah.
Now that we've gotten more into abstracts
Right.
with
Yeah.
Shobu.
So, number 4 for me is it's part of a game called Cro-Magnon. I would consider it a good game maybe, but it is fun to play.
It is.
Yeah. So, party game, it came out by Cosmos in 2007. Only has 143 ratings. So in this game, you are kind of moving through and evolving almost. So you start off with doing some miming and grunting. You go to modeling with clay and being able to move around that clay figure to try to have other people guess these words. Next part is the best part, is primitive language. You get like a cardboard cutouts of different words that you're able to say. It's pretty primitive. Have a lot of fun during that age. And then the last age to get to is charcoal drawing. So party game, but it was a blast to play.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I missed this one. Sorry.
You did.
Oh, no.
We have to bring it out again.
My number 4 is Decatur.
Decatur. You gotta yell it.
Decatur. There's a couple of things wrong with this game, but the game overall, I really think that if somebody else took this game, bought the rights to it or whatever, rethemed it,
Right.
straightened up the rules, got away from this 1970s way of rules writing where they name everything all these weird terms and say all this weird terminology. There's like an art to writing rule sets to board games now, and it's much different than 1975. And this game followed that through poorly. So has nothing to do with Decatur. The theme kind of sucks. I mean, it's just a standard like Axis and Allies type of game, basically Risk type of game.
Mm-hmm.
But what actually is happening is phenomenal.
The gameplay was actually pretty good.
The game is really good. I did review this on the Dice Tower. There's only 2 reviews on there. It's me and whatever his name was. Oh my gosh, I can't remember now. The dude who does all the ward games that used to be on the Dice Tower years ago. The chief.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's only 2, and it's only got 19 ratings, which is probably their friends and family. But this game is still available. You can go, I think it's radiotaphere.com. If you just type in Decatur board game, you'll find it pretty easily, or go to its Board Game Geek thing. But it is like a Risk style dudes on the map type of thing. But the difference is each player has these like cards in front of them, and which areas or which continents of the world will score points at the end of that round. But you don't know what other people have. You just see a couple of face up in the middle. You see what you have. So it's like this poker-esque type of thing. And you're like, oh, I've got one and there's 2 out in the middle. So Asia is going to be like a hot zone, right? And then at the end of the round, you're like halfway through the round, everybody's fighting over Europe. And you're like, what? So you start fighting over Europe and then you realize like more Europe cards are out there, but you didn't see any of them because the other players have it. So you have to kind of go with what everybody else is doing and where they're battling over. And then at the end of the round, you count up whoever has the most control points among all the different areas for each continent or, zone or whatever. And depending on if it's first, second, third, or fourth place or whatever you get, it scores you differing amount of points. And what's neat about that is even if you fill up this like stronghold and you're like, I rule Europe because I just have all kinds of crap there. Well, like the next 3 rounds, it might be worth the least points. So now you got to spread your stuff out to go conquer other places that you are, thinking you're going to be worth more points. It's fascinating, dude. It is. I've always thought that this game had potential. It's done by people who, if you watch the video, there's a couple of things. One, they're making fun of the Decatur thing because it's like a party thing. If you say Decatur because the first player didn't move the round track, they get punished. And it's probably because somebody in their gaming group was like always bad at it and they just added that rule to be funny. Yeah. So stuff like that is there, but if it's cleaned up and it's rethemed and has new artwork and stuff, I really think this game could be a contender.
Oh yeah.
It is really, we should play it.
I would like to play it.
Yeah. I kept it around.
This is one I haven't played. Yeah.
And it is the very first game that I received as a review copy. So I'm not biased at all.
Special place.
No, Eric has actually played it. So he's not, he would disagree with me if it was terrible.
Yeah.
So
I would.
it's surprisingly good.
Cool.
Number 3.
And this one is one that Kat can speak to as well. My number 3 is called Isla Tetra. 1 and 2 actually, but they're both great. This is the one that we played where you're on an island and your plane has crashed. So it's lost, the board game. And there's flotsam and jetsam from the wreck that washes up on the beach. Just various things like a broken umbrella and like tin cans and just various crap. But each of them is represented as a Tetris sort of a figure. And you can take the blocks and actually use them, to construct other things. So you take the shape and then you actually put them together with 3D blocks and then you use it to cover up other things that could be there's so many things you can do in the game. They're represented by grids. And once you've filled up the entire grid, then you get to do that thing. So if it is heal yourself from your injury, or if it's build a shelter or make a spear, whatever you're trying to do, that's how you do it. So you just
That's awesome.
You use a tin can and an umbrella to make a spear, whatever, and there's less thematically appropriate ones, but it just makes it funny.
Right.
And so the order in which you do things is very important because the other people on the island are also doing that. They want to get home as well. But while you're on the island, you can, collect fish. You can write in your journal. You get points for doing all of this. Whoever gets the most points is going to win the game, but you also have to make it back. So I love games like this. It's like a pressure luck. You have to make it back first. It's kind of like that. Like when do you really make a push to leave the island, or when do you stay and get the points?
Wow.
But one of the funniest things to me about it is there's this track that's a time track. Time is passing while you're on the island. Time is going on. And so you also want to leave the island because as the time track moves down, things are happening. When you hit a certain point on the time track, they call off the search for the plane. They're not looking, they're not looking for you anymore, and then you're declared dead, your dog dies, like just various things, like things happen while you're away from home. And by the very end, like your wife, gets remarried.
What? This is a depressing game.
It's hilarious though. Like that would really happen if you're gone for years and years.
It's like Castaway.
It's like Castaway. Yeah.
Yeah. And it really is a pretty fun game.
I wanted to try that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are only 12 people that rated this one.
Wow.
It's basically a self-published game, and there's probably not too many of them out there. But Kat, you said you really liked this one.
I did. I enjoyed it. And I was a survivor.
Another game where she beat me.
Oh,
she
man.
likes it.
You should bring that tomorrow. That sounds good.
All right.
How many players?
Well, there's 2 versions. There's Isla Tetra 1, which is for 4 players, and Isla Tetra 2, which is for 2 players.
Oh.
And it refines a few things in the second version, but then they made it for 2. I don't know why. So I guess you could kind of put the 2 of them together, probably.
Play
House
6.
rule and yeah, well, at least 4 anyway. But, what was it that you liked about it, Kat?
Well, I mean, obviously, because
you beat me.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just mention that.
But no, there was like you said, there was so many things that you could do with it, and you get to be creative of your own. Nice. You're not following someone else's
someone's lead or
lead. Yeah. And it's kind of like your own game in a game. And I liked that aspect of it. I liked, it wasn't because George is more knowledgeable than me that he's automatically going to beat me and all this. No, it was like we each had our own strengths and weaknesses, and we got to play on what we were able to do for ourselves. And
I do what I want. That's my flotsam.
I left him with Wilson.
Yeah. And it really does tell a story. I
does.
like that about it.
And I love the storytelling aspect.
And it honestly is fun to take those little pieces and stick them together and then, make a shape and put it onto a thing to try to cover up the whole thing. It's just a fun process.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
I agree.
All right, number 3, but let's keep the time conscious.
Number 3 for me is a game called Pow Wow. It's a Ravensburger game. They came out with it 2006. It does have 639 ratings. It probably wouldn't be republished now, just because of the theme of it, I guess. But you're all Indians. You get a headband. Everybody gets a feather that they stick in their headband. And this feather has a number on it. It could be positive, negative. It could be ×2 or whatever else. Now, you can see everybody else's feather, so you could kind of know whereabouts this number is going to be, and it's kind of a variation of Liar's Dice, where you're looking at everybody else's, and you're going to come up with a number, and you don't want to go over that number. So, it might start with me, I might say 10, and it goes to Tim. He either has to say, no, I think you overshot it. And then in that case, everybody puts down their feathers and you count it up. So like I said, it's kind of like Liar's Dice. You get like 3 chances, of being called out. You get these little buzzer tokens. So it does have some player elimination, but, as people get out of it, the game kind of wraps up faster anyway. So
it was pretty silly.
I remember playing that and it was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that one.
Game. I do like it too.
My number 3 is Akaya. I think it's pronounced Akai. I don't remember. We talked about it on one of the episodes, probably 12 or 13, very, very long time ago. 3 years ago, I believe. And this is a game that released at Essen. And I think it's maybe based on a book. I don't know. But this game has like 12 zones that you're going to roll dice and like try to take over the zones to do these actions. They resolve in a specific order. But you basically roll your dice and you're going to take turns dice placing, but your dice is how much influence you get over that spot. So if you put a die and I put a die, if mine's a 5 and yours a 3, I'm obviously winning. And I don't know. I really like the game. The artwork's kind of meh. A little provocative, I guess. But even then.
I remember what you're talking about.
That's funny. That's what I remember about that game as well.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember.
But it's like not even like good like artwork of that type of stuff.
It's not just, terribly. It's just like, oh, nipples in a board game. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's like, why? I don't know. Whatever. But
you know why.
And maybe if you read the book or something that was based off of, it might make more sense. Mm-hmm. But overall as the game, there's very little art, and then all the art's just kind of like doesn't make any sense together to me. I don't know, whatever. But the gameplay itself is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. It's like this dice placement area control game, but you're controlling areas specifically to do the abilities.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. My number...
It might not have a lot of ratings because I think it was only released in Essen and then only cool stuff and...
Some people brought it over.
Yeah, some people brought it over, but like not a lot. So
yeah, there's not a lot of copies.
A shipment or something.
Right.
My number 2 is this one is Dread House. And if you know the game Dread, which is a role-playing game where you use Jenga as the determiner of what happens.
Actually, yeah.
Which is so...
I was going to go in more on it, but
I do know that.
Yeah, Melissa's sister, and she's played it, and she likes it a lot.
I do too. That's my favorite role-playing game. Is Dread. Period.
What a weird game! It's awesome.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And so in this one, it's made into a board game form. So you have a group of teenagers going into a house, and every time they go into a room or explore a room or whatever, then they get to draw a card. They're looking for the sunrise card because that will be the end of the game, and you've made it through sunrise. You've spent the night in this spooky house, and it's a very kind of kid theme, but you can make it as adult as you like. And what happens is you get a scare when you go into a room, one of these cards, and then the person who draws it describes it to the other player, what it is that scares them. And you can make that as just gruesome as you like, so it's almost it's a storytelling game as well, which is fun. And when someone gets scared, sometimes they get items, sometimes they get nice things. But if you get scared, you have to draw a certain number of pieces out of the Jenga tower. If it falls while you're doing that, then you have been killed and come back as a monster now. And your job when it's your turn is to scare one of the other kids. and then they have to draw from Jenga tower. So that goes on. That process goes on until either the sunrise card comes out. If more than half of the kids who went into the house are alive, then they've won. But if more than half of them are dead, the monsters have won.
That sounds awesome.
It's so fun. And this is a version of it that's just really for little kids. But when you sort of, act it out, role play it up, it's great for adults. And it's just so much fun. And it's only 3 people have ranked it on Board Game Geek.
That's a pretty cool theme.
Dread House.
We'll have to try that one out.
Yeah. And if you haven't tried Dread as a role-playing game, do it. Fantastic.
We're going to do it on the podcast. It won't be entertaining.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Number 2 for me is a game called Titan Tactics. It came out in 2013. It's a 2-player only game. It has 108 ratings. So in this game, you pick a faction, and within that faction, you're going to pick out 3 characters.
You did it, Eric. You got an obscure one.
There you go. So, with the 3 characters, it's like I said, 2-player skirmish game. You put it on this board, and your characters can never die. You are doing damage to each other, but there's a damage track that's kind of seesaws back and forth depending on how much damage you're going to do. If you get to the end of the track, and you've done a lot more damage to your opponent than they've done to you, then you can win the game. But at the end of every round in which you activate all your characters, if that damage track is on your opponent's side, then you're going to get a point. If you get a certain amount of points, then you can win that way as well. So in this game, there's only I forgot how many cards there are. There's colors basically. So you're grabbing these cards. There's red cards, blue cards, some other colors. Can't think of it right now. But so as an action, you can kind of
white and black.
That seems right.
Yeah.
You can boost these actions. Yeah. Using these cards, and everybody gets, all your characters, when you activate them, get 2 actions where you can push them for 1 more action or get some more cards.
And the colors are based on certain kinds of actions?
Those colors, depending on the character that you're using, they have these abilities. So it'll be like, for every red card you use, do this specific type of action, according to which character that you're activating at that time. So a character can only use certain color cards. So anyway, a really good little 2-player skirmish game, small box.
A little fiddly with the actual ability cards, no, like just the color cards that you're swapping in and out, because it's not like you draw from a deck. You actually pick what you want.
Right. Oh. So you're like, you get something that lets you draw more cards. You pick the cards that you want to grab in your hand to get ready for, another character that's going to come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or that you're going to use.
Oh, that was pretty good though.
Yeah.
Say the name of the game again.
Titan Tactics.
Cool.
My number 2 is a game that was mass market, but for some reason no one cared, but maybe
okay.
It's Fruit Ninja, the card game. So maybe a lot of people have played it, but they're just not gamers. So they've not went to Board Game Geek and rated it. But there's only 100 ratings basically. I have a review of it on the Dice Tower. You can check that out. Self-serving episode here. But basically it's a pressure luck game where you have a deck of cards. You cut the deck how you want, simulating cutting fruit. You flip it over or you separate it, and the top card of the bottom half and the bottom card of the top half. You'll basically get 2 cards, and you choose which one of those you want to take. And there's like a red, green, yellow difficulty, like stoplight difficulty. So obviously the reds have more bombs, but more fruit on each card and stuff. So it's really fun. I mean, it's only rated a 5.3, but I'm telling you, it's really, really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember playing it. It was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
I would like to play it. I remember the review and I was intrigued by it.
Yeah. It comes in the little box, just like all those other like Scrabble game and the Monopoly
card game box.
What's that Monopoly game?
Monopoly Deal.
Yeah. Yes. Monopoly Deal. Like that tiny little box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk box.
Box. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are terrible.
Yes.
Yeah. But the box sucks, but the game is fun.
The game sounds good.
Yeah. It's pretty entertaining.
Okay. So my honorable mention, this one has 158 people who rated it. So it's an honorable mention for me because it is, a theme that I love, tremendously. and it's Soccer City. This is the best soccer
game out there.
The best soccer board game out there.
Except for my game. Oh, keep going.
Oh.
You haven't played mine, have you?
Is it Subbuteo?
No. I mean, it's actually a game I was designing.
Oh. Okay,
it's dexterity and you can't. Well, no, I can't say it.
That's
no,
Subbuteo?
you ain't taking my thoughts.
Okay, well, anyway.
I'll tell you after the podcast. And you can sign the NDA.
Okay, fine.
No, I was kidding.
Dexterity soccer game, though, Subbuteo. Anyway, this one is not a dexterity soccer game. This one is a straight strategy game where you're playing soccer. And it has the best art because all the art is this sort of 19th century soccer player art. But it's cartoon style. So it's very evocative and yet it's very, bright and colorful and fun. And the game itself plays a whole lot like soccer. There are a lot of soccer games who make that claim. This one is the best of the lot. When you play certain tactics and do certain things, it makes sense in terms of the game. And then when you are trying to take on a player, when you're trying to actually do things like that, you have a hand of cards and you play a card and
trying to juke them.
When you're trying to juke them, there's different ways to do it. And they're based on actual soccer moves, but they're named in the way that they would have been named, back in the day. Or at least how they're referred to in like Latin American countries and things like that. So it's just more interesting. And then, what happens is it's almost like a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing where certain things are going to definitely beat certain things or they're going to definitely be defeated by other things. So you have that mind game going on. And that makes it a little more simplistic than it really is. It really isn't rock, paper, scissors because you sort of can figure out what your opponent may have had and how many times you may have to beat them on this round to get to where you can take a shot on goal. When you do take a shot on goal, the way that the goalies work is really interesting. It's just such an in-depth, enjoyable soccer game. And they did a Kickstarter for an expansion to it. And it didn't fund, and it broke my heart.
Oh,
People seek this game out. If it comes back to Kickstarter again, oh my God, get it. It's already tremendous. To add more to it would just put it over the top. Nice. Soccer City, if you like that sport, this is your game.
Sweet. Eric, you got an honorable mention?
Sure. Well, I got one.
It
was kind of weird. It is another mass market game, although it didn't have a lot of ratings on Board Game Geek, which was, it was kind of odd. It was Nyctophobia, only has 164 ratings, which was rather low for
I'm actually surprised
how many copies are out there. But anyway, in this game, you are it's one versus all. One person is playing the vampire. Other players have these glasses on. And they can't really see what's on the board, as everything is done by feel. You're trying to traverse around, communicate what you're doing, what you feel, and go help your friend and get back to the car.
Yep, you wear blackout glasses.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Although the glasses, you should replace those with sleep masks.
Yeah, I agreed.
Yeah, be comfy.
I got a couple of quick honorable mentions. One is Clout Fantasy.
Oh.
It does have 400 ratings, but it was pretty known at the time, and then it's dead. It's a collectible card game, sort of, but it uses poker chips. It's like playing Magic, but you're throwing chips on the table at each other. So,
and I hate throwing stuff on a table, but this is a good game.
It is phenomenal. The only reason I'm putting it as an honorable mention is, one, it's one of those like dead card games type of thing, and it's always kind of rude to put those on the list because usually they're just kind of gone.
Mm-hmm. Hard to get.
Yeah, hard to get. This one's incredibly hard to find except for the starters, but it's not really worth buying the starters and only playing with those. So if you happen to have find booster boxes, then awesome. My second one is Jenga Gold, which basically is exactly like Jenga.
But so much better.
And it has no ratings, dude. But I mean, I guess mass market games are kind of like that because people buying them probably aren't board gamers anyway. But Jenga Go is basically Jenga, except there's stars on the bottom of some of the tiles. They're all gold blocks. And if somebody knocks over the tower, then everybody frantically starts looking at all the tiles and taking all the ones that have stars. And then whoever has the most stars wins. And the last one is Connexy, which we've talked about plenty of times. Yeah. It's a stacking game, word game, where you are connecting letters, but you have to spell a word. Not in order, but this probably... Look... I don't ever have this many honorable mentions. This is my one time.
I love it.
Yeah.
Connexy, fantastic.
Connexy was the actual, Clout Fantasy was my actual one, but Connexy would have been, I don't know, it's a cheesy, honorable mention because it probably would have been in my top 10 if we did a top 10. Anyway.
Okay, so I have 8 honorable mentions. No, I'm just kidding. I do, but I won't. I'll just go straight to my number 1.
All right.
And this is, strangely enough, out of my list, this is probably the one that most people may have heard of, but not enough
that's
people.
That's kind of same for me, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
But not enough people have. And it only has 153 ratings on Board Game Geek. And the game is Desperados. Desperados by Matagot. Let's see. What year is that one? Because there is another game called Desperados and I don't want you to get the wrong one. This one is from 2012. Okay. This game is great. It's, a game where you have, I don't know, probably 6 players is the best player count to play. And 5 of you are going to be desperados that are out in the Wild West trying to steal enough money, to earn enough money through illegal means to live a comfortable life. And the other player is going to be the sheriff trying to stop them. So every round on the map, the players that are going to be either cheating at poker games, robbing stagecoaches, or robbing the bank. And there's banks and stagecoaches that move around the map. Well, the banks don't move. The stagecoaches move and the banks are there. So you play cards. You play out all 5 cards as far as your movement to different cities, face down. So you program what you're going to do. And if you're going to be robbing a place, then you have to put a disc on it. But the sheriff doesn't know the order that this is going to happen. He just knows, there could be a robbery there. Could be a bluff. Might not happen, right? But the sheriff is also saying where he's going to go in 5 different movements. And so he's trying to catch the people who are doing the various things. And everyone knows the value of each of these things on the board. So the sheriff could go after the higher value ones, to stop you from getting the money, because when you get $4,000, you win the game.
Okay.
And so you may want to go for big money, or maybe you just want to do like a few small jobs instead. And if there are more than one bad guy doing a thing at the time that the sheriff comes into town, he gets outnumbered. He doesn't arrest anybody. So you also want to work together, but you don't want to work together too much because you don't want the other people getting all your money either, or getting enough money to win. Yeah. So it's this crazy thing where you can't really communicate, but you're kind of like, you want to go there, just kind of like giving little signals, and but you might be lying because you want the sheriff to think you're going there, and then he's going to bust this other guy.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
It's so fun. It's so great. It's a really short, hour long game of sort of the reverse sort of game where instead of just one person being hiding and everyone chasing them, one person is looking for everybody else. That's great.
Nice.
Desperados. Matagot.
Number 1 for me is this game called That's Life. Now, it does have a lot of ratings. It
like 1,000?
2,700. It came out in
obscure.
It came out in 2005. So it came out 15 years ago.
That's true. I think it was really well known.
Maybe back in 2005. But I haven't seen anybody play it. No one talks about it.
There's a new version coming out.
Oh, great.
This year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
so Eric's going to replace his when God dies.
Yes. So, anyway, so it is it's dated as of today's standards. So maybe if they republish it, they can spice it up a little bit. But, it is a roll and move game. You have these pawns that you're moving around. And, once you roll your dice, you get to choose one of these pawns to move. There are tiles that you're traversing to the finish line with all your pawns, and you're going to what you're trying to do is you're trying to get one of your pawns on a positive number and be the last one to leave that positive number, because that, once you take that tile, you get those points.
Yeah.
In the basic setup, you have all the positives out front. And then you have these 4-leaf clover tiles out. If you gain any of those, it makes any of one tile, negative tile, a positive tile. And then you have negative tiles at the end portion of the game. You also have these blockers that you can push out ahead to either block someone else or give you a space to land on, so then you can leave it, because if there's a blocker or anybody else, then you don't get those tiles. But if you haven't played it, you like some of these older games, this one's try out.
Yes.
I do really like this game, though.
I really like this game, too.
We played with Kat and George not that long ago, if you guys remember.
Yeah, how did you feel about that
remembered.
She probably doesn't remember. She's got the deer.
Yeah, there's been a lot of games.
She's got the deer in the headlights.
Okay. Just if I could chime in on that, because I know there's this new version coming out. I looked up what the differences are going to be with the new version.
Oh, okay.
And I think you could easily sort of, incorporate this in your old version. You have it. I'm planning to, for sure. What they're going to do is they're going to have a give or steal tile that is going to be placed every 8 tiles. And they recommend the random setup. Rather than having everything in the order like you described.
Right.
Just randomly do it. But then every 8 tiles a give or steal. And when you leave, or the last person to leave a give tile, then you have to give the top tile of your stack to another player.
Oh, which could be good or bad.
That's right. And you have to stack your tiles,
as you get them.
As you get them, in the order that you get them. So that's a change. And then also, if you leave a steal one, you get to take the top tile of somebody's stack.
Okay.
The person who has the most tiles, I think, is how it works, but I can check on that. But then the other thing, that is, no. If you're the last person to leave a give tile, it flips, and now it's a steal tile.
Okay, so it stays on there.
Stays on there. Next person to leave, it flips, becomes a give tile. Okay, so that's different. But then the other thing, which is really clever, is those clover tiles. Whenever you get a clover tile, they automatically reverse whatever is under them in your stack. So if it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive.
Oh, wow.
So you have to be careful with the clovers.
Right.
That
changes a lot.
It changes a lot,
Right.
but you could easily do that in the regular game, and I think that's really clever.
Sweet.
Yeah, good choice.
My number 1 we've talked about before and recently, but it is Final War. That literally has 24 ratings. It's, I believe, a CCG out of Australia that came to America for one Gen Con, and I got all kinds of stuff for it. It's a very terrible game, but it is so
fun. It's the best, worst game.
It is the best, worst game, dude. It is, competitively, it is a disaster. Like the rarities and stuff, and the fact that certain cards are clearly, like, absolutely more beneficial to you than the other cards. The fact that there's a 3,000 gold and there's 1,000 golds, there's no restrictions to taking either. It's like, why would you ever have 1,000 ones? That kind of stuff. But the game is really fun, even though what you're doing is not balanced at all. I mean, there's so many negative things to say about it, but at the same time, it's so much fun. I don't know how, but it is a blast. So, I don't know.
Hidden gem.
If you ever have a chance to pick it up pretty cheap, I highly recommend it. It's really weird. The box it's mostly a 1-on-1 game, but it comes with 3 players worth of stuff in the in the base set. But super, super fun. It's a CCG type of game. So anyway, cool. Well, anyway, we're gonna wrap this up because we are 3 hours and 48 minutes.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Yeah. But we do appreciate you coming on the show, Kat. Did you have fun?
Thank you for having me. Yeah. Enjoyed it.
That was good stuff. So, anyway, it's time we wrap this episode up. Thank you again for tuning into episode 89 of the MeepleCore Podcast. This episode was recorded on January 9th, 2019. Please send comments and questions
2020.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, that's terrible.
First time.
Yeah. That is the only time that will happen. Here we go. So, anyways, recorded on January 9th, 2020. Send questions, comments to MeepleCore@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and video versions on YouTube at MeepleCore. Until next time, this is Tim Jennette, the Metal Meeple.
Eric Ledford.
George Breden.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name? There we go. Keep on rocking and rolling dice.